You got numbers.
Hey guys, welcome to Cleveland Moto Podcast, episode number 517. Light 'em up, boys!
Wait, I lost my drink.
In my case,
I left it over there.
I'm
God
no joke.
damn it.
I'm literally pushing chili into my face.
Here we go.
Oh, there you
There
go.
it is. We finally got one.
Nicely done. Mine's already open, and I just have a fresh bowl of chili. And the chili tonight is spectacular.
Oh, I said on my headphones.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what the recipe is
Live without a net.
for this chili, but it has got just the right amount of warmth, heat, and spiciness, like nutmeg or something goodness.
I have no idea. Normally she does like a Cincinnati style, and
It's
this
delicious.
is not her normal.
No,
one.
this is not, and this is really good. I wish
So-
everybody listening at home right now or watching at home right now had
Swearinger.
a bowl of Becky's chili.
What's the
cornbread with the honey butter. Oh,
and it's the perfect weather for it too. Like
is.
it hit that 60s
Yeah.
and damp fall weather.
For the past week, we've had that nice, cool, perfect. Nobody would ever. Earl does stuff, says woohoo.
But isn't he? That used to be a different name.
What's that?
That picture was the same picture with a different name.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, look at that.
I
Used
didn't
to
see
be isn't that Wesley? That was Wesley. I think that's
okay.
Wesley. All right.
Yeah. So the long and short of it is, we've had the weather break in Cleveland, and it is now officially autumn. Joe V says, "Why is it called chili if it's served warm? Because when you're chilly, it's the right thing to have."
this is anything but chili.
Yeah, this is anything
Yeah,
but.
it-
It's delish.
And Swearingen's also in there too. So.
Swearingen. Speaking of Swearingen, we got a brand new Moto Morini at the shop. We have the brandy newest X-Cape 700, one of the first dealers in America to lay hands on this beast. And we're very excited because we're prepping it, getting it ready. Tomorrow it's actually going to go up on the lift. And we're going to go ahead and give it to a journalist who's going to go out and have fun with it and shoot some video. Thrust and Just says, "Why is Tom back there? Time for another foot cast."
Oh,
wait.
those cost extra.
I'm wearing my Crocs today. I could do a little foot modeling.
I would like to book some time on that 700. For
Yeah, I
like
think
an
you're going to
afternoon.
have to. And
Yeah,
I
yeah.
actually think, Sleepy, that we're going to put you on that before the journalist gets it.
Okay.
I think that's what we should because prima noctum. Prima noctum, guys. If you don't know your Latin, learn prima noctum. It'll come in handy.
I can use some of the ideas that a lot of these big guys use. Like, I traded my Africa Twin for a Moto
Yes.
Morini.
You'll never believe this.
Yeah, and
I
then like
traded my
in the
African
video
twin.
they say,
Right.
"Oh, for an hour."
For an hour.
Yeah.
But they leave the title.
Oh
saying
yeah,
that,
yeah,
so,
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm done with my Africa Twin. It's a Moto Morini from now on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Until
that's
4
it.
o'clock when we trade back.
When we trade back.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. And it is, I mean, the Moto Marinis that we have in the shop are the biggest of the Sordic deals. In fact, that's that crazy thing where Marini's giving you a bucket of money off these bikes. And we're down to the point now where it's like $54.99
Wow.
for a 650.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a good looking 650
A
too.
very good looking.
Do you want a Rebel 300?
Yeah.
Or do you want a Motorini 650?
Right. I think I know which way I'm going in that decision every single fucking time. Every single time.
I mean, does CF Moto even have anything that's comparable in that price range?
I haven't looked. We should take
Because
our
I think
time and look at that.
What you're selling is probably the best bang for the buck for a realistic, highway capable American motorcycle. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Compared
right.
to like a 300 or something when you're on the highway. I mean, not that 300s are bad, but if you're going to use it as a real bike and commute on it all the time and stuff, it's not fun to be on a highway with the 250, 300.
So 650, CF Moto has what they call their NK series, NK. So that's what their bike is. So they do a 650 NK.
They have to have also ripped off the Versys.
Probably. It looks an awful lot like it. Little subtle differences if you want to throw that up.
I mean, if you're going to rip a bike off, why not rip off the greatest bike in the world?
The greatest motorcycle on planet Earth, right? Yeah, so the 650 NK is the offering from CF Moto. And that's their bike. That's their version of that sort of a thing. Which I actually like the Morini because the Morini 6.5 is a standard motorcycle. It is not a wish I was a sport bike. So I'm going to throw up on the screen here, I'm going to throw up the NK650 from CF Moto, and you'll see what that is. That definitely is a SV650 or...
You're not there. Did you plug in?
I did plug in. Let me see if I can re-plug in.
Oh, so theirs is a V-twin.
No, theirs is a parallel twin. It's a parallel twin. Okay, I'm going to re-plug in one more time.
Isn't the SV a
There we go.
V-twin?
The SV is a V-twin. Yep. But this is the body styling, I guess would say. The body styling smacks of the SV.
I don't got
To
it.
me, I
It's
think
not
that's
coming
what that
in.
looks
Let me
like.
try you. You're the black one here, right?
I
The
think I am, yes.
black cable.
I did unplug and replug, so So it is.
Fucking sound guy.
Yeah, I did. So there it is on the bottom screen for the folks who are looking down. And so that's kind of their jam. It's just a parallel twin sport bike. It has the same swing arm assembly like John was saying, like the Versys 650. You've done something. My screen went away and it came back again.
Please stand by.
What's that?
What's
Today is not my day.
It's okay.
The
It's all
camera
right.
is doing. It's set to manual, and
Yeah,
it's
but it's
doing
doing the
Okay,
rolling.
Just
I'll be
shut it
back.
down. Shut
Yep.
it down.
The
Let's
rolling
start again.
refresh rate.
Nope.
No, we're not going to set it. We're not going to shut it down. But so the long and short of it is, I guess when we're looking at motorcycles in that category, right? Let's call Naked. We'll go to their Naked 650 and see what that's all about. Their Naked 650 has had a bump from 650 to 675, and it starts at $74.99. So this is still a hell of a deal.
But not compared to a Moto Morini.
No, it's not. And when you look at this bike, their 675 NK, it does not look like a standard motorcycle. It's definitely a crotch rocket, 100%.
It does look nice.
It looks very nice. It's a very pretty bike. I especially like the use of the color on it. It looks really cool. And they're all kind of fighting over the same thing. Now, of course, the CF Moto has a 2-year warranty, whereas the Moto Morini has a 3-year warranty,
Too
which
bad
is pretty cool.
Honda can't get its mind past one color.
I know.
Like, what would it kill you to have 2 or 3
God,
colors on the bike?
Would it kill you to make your bike sexy looking? I mean, I know you can do it, Honda. You've done it. I know you've done it in the past. Why can't you do it now?
Maybe you need to copy a CF Moto.
Yeah, I think maybe. I think that's the deal. But it is, they are creating, and then everybody else is enhancing, right? So that's what's happening, I think, is that Honda creates it, and then everyone else goes out and does a copy or an interpretation of it. So that's kind of what the deal is. So that's what that deal is. We still think the Papio is gorgeous. I mean, we like the CF Moto Papio. It's pretty rad. A bunch of guys local here in town that have a bunch of mini motos, they're going down to the Dragon next week. So they're going to do a whole Charahola, Moonshiners, all the fun roads down by the Dragon.
That's amazing.
And it's just, and how much fun is it?
Perfect time of year, too.
How much fun is it going to be to run around the Dragon on the perfect time of the year on really fun, cool little bikes? Nothing wrong with that.
I don't look so red today. I like this.
Yeah,
it's very very
Sleepy's
oldie western.
Sleepy's having trouble with the color correction.
Yeah.
I like it.
Is it all right now?
It's perfect.
Does it look okay?
It's a little white.
It's a little bleached out, but I think the folks at home can live with it.
And now it's dark again.
That-
Darkening again.
Bring it back a notch.
But why is it changing?
Right about there looked pretty good. I mean, I like that. Anybody else want to chime in on the chat?
Yeah, if you're watching the chat and you want to chime in, just go ahead and do so.
And you can also, say fucking sound guy.
Right, yeah, sure,
Well,
man.
I don't understand why it's changing
Whoa,
when it's set to auto or set to manual. Like this should not be doing anything. It should be like this is what I do for a living. Like I don't. This pisses me
Manual's
off.
manual.
I know.
But
Right.
to be fair, I mean, you're the fucking sound guy. You're the content
doing all
guy,
the things.
You're the editor guy. You're
The
the video
editor-
guy.
yeah,
You're the fucking
all the
everything
things.
guy.
I get that, but this is pissing me off.
I know.
That's all right. And the after the set construction gets finished,
Look,
it'll
that
be,
one's fine.
Yeah.
This one
That
doesn't
one's
do
great.
anything.
That one's fantastic.
I like it.
This one, which is a better fucking camp. Well, now it looks all right. All right, fuck it.
See, you fixed
See,
it.
it's fucking with me.
You just totally fixed it. That you had to sit down. As soon as you sat down, everything was fine.
do what I usually do: throw it in a corner, wait for about a month,
Right.
and then find
And
out
we'll
if it's
see
going
what
to
it
run it
does.
up.
Yeah.
It'll learn its lesson.
Yeah. I don't hate the Papio in the tan and orange color scheme.
That is the Papio in the full.
Wait,
fairing.
did they
Like,
add a full fairing to it?
Yep.
Wow. It doesn't. It looks like it could be a 600.
Yeah, it looks cool, doesn't it? Yeah, I like that bike. I think
Nothing
it's
wrong
cool
with
looking.
double round headlights.
Now, all right. So Lorraine, because these things are cheap.
Yeah,
You got to get these.
$32.99.
Yeah, you got to get these, and then we can race them at Lorraine.
You know what you
cart
need
track.
to do, Phil? You need to get these. You need.
You know what I need to do is not bring another line into the shop
Yeah, that's true.
when nothing's selling.
Right.
Right. Nothing makes you go out of business better than a giant floor plan and no income. Yeah.
We're not listening for the visual.
We're not listening for the visuals. No shit. Damn straight.
I'll have you know that Ford Modeling Agency called, and I'll be
Oh
doing
sure,
Yeah.
oh sure. You're not watching for the visuals, and yet you want to see my feet again.
Great face for radio.
Oh, you stole my line. I was just waiting to.
Son of a bitch, he stole my line.
Let's just have
That's
a
like
moment.
a- that's
let's
like
just
a-
have a moment of silence for the chili.
I just did. I just totally just had a moment of silence for the chili. I want all that chili all the time.
Well, that's
Yeah.
good because there's about a gallon, and like 2 gallons of it over there, and I'm leaving on Sundays.
Can you turn the crock pot off so it comes down to room temperature so I can just beer
Oh,
bong
absolutely. Here, one minute.
Shovel it in.
Beer bong.
Oh God.
All right. So I wanted to get into this particular email that we got from
hate
Tim
mail already?
From Tim Clifton. This isn't hate mail, guys. I got to say,
Loath mail?
it's fucking love mail, baby.
Oh.
It's
good.
love mail. And this is a guy that showed up, and I don't know if you remember this, but this is a guy who made his own Star Wars Biker Scout helmet and did a beautiful job. Gorgeous workmanship. I mean, just beautiful. So this is Tim from Baltimore. So Tim Clifton says, "Hey guys, I just wanted to give my thanks for introducing me to Vintage Days. This was my 3rd year, and this time I brought my friend Keith, who does not ride, but is my favorite partner in shenanigans, so I coerced him to ride around on a Coleman mini bike for the weekend. In our world of polarized politics and ever-growing chasm between haves and have-nots, he told me flat out that being there at VM Day restored his faith in humanity. He was so happy to witness firsthand the natural socialistic ideas of helping one another to get bikes running, sharing tools, knowledge, drinks, and food, and just being decent fucking human beings, all of which are lacking in much of society right now. So again, thank you for introducing me, and thus him, to this wonderful, chaotic place where people really want to actually help each other. Tim from Baltimore, the guy with the Scout Trooper helmet." Tim, you nailed it. That right there should be on the front page of AMA's Vintage Motorcycle Days page. Like when they say, why do you come to VMD? What is it about VMD? That's it. One paragraph, concisely written, 6 fucking sentences. And in my opinion, that does wrap it up. What the fuck? Not only is it him having a great time, which he's done twice before, but now he's bringing a friend who's not even a motorcycle person.
Get out of here with your fucking
That's chili. It's
biohazard.
you fucking
That's
spilled
blood.
chili.
That's
It's
blood.
not blood.
You guys are ruining a beautiful moment here.
It was too nice. It couldn't
It's a nice moment.
It was too beautiful to
Get your
live.
period blood off.
It had
of you.
nothing to do with me. I was
Too
sitting
beautiful
here.
for this world.
You're fucking leaking over there. Keep it to yourself.
I think it's Phil's chili. It's shot all the way over here.
Well, if he shoots a load at you, you just take it, bud.
I've already had Phil on me.
take
I
it,
don't need
bud.
any other Phil on me.
You just take it, bud. Just take it.
Well, I mean, we've worked really, really hard to get the FEMA tent up and going. Now we have the tiki bar and the full kitchen. You have the kitchen on one side and tiki bar on the other side. And next year the coffee cart's going in the middle.
Well, no, next year I already talked to Ryan. I'm going to bring a stage and a sound system, and we're playing a band's playing.
We have 2 sound systems. Don't you have a sound system?
Yeah,
I have
yeah.
a
You know
sound
how much-
system.
well, I'm just
Do you know how
saying.
much sound crap is in this basement right now? I'm trying to find a hole to shove it
So
in.
much
No, we're
stuff.
playing. The band's going to play.
The band's getting.
I'm serious.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Is
I
it-
got
what
band
was
back
that?
this Sunday.
He's getting the
Dick
band back together.
Dickerson?
Dick Deeker. Oh no,
Dick Dickerson?
Dirk
Dirk
Dirtley
Dirk
and
Gently?
Lincoln. No, this is an actual group, so I don't have say in the name.
Oh,
of the
okay.
group. Yeah,
All
yeah.
right.
These
Yeah.
guys, this dude that plays guitar, the other guitarist, has been a Nashville musician for 28 years. Like when I say that, I was like, oh God, I need to never play guitar again after hearing this guy. Yeah, so next year is gonna be good.
He let that squeak out after the first couple practices when he rocked you back on your heels.
So-
You were like, "Oh,
So the
God."
death metal show is going to be over there where
Yep.
the fireworks are, and the country bluegrass pickin' jams. gonna
Picking
be
and
up-
grinning, dude. Picking and grinning.
Yeah.
I don't care who you are. Picking and grinning's fun. Yeah, you could be the biggest metalhead in the fucking world.
You know what? Now we just need a bunch of jugs so that everybody can have a jug. We can have an entire big jug band.
Why not? That seems obvious.
I want to have a country and western band.
It's both
And
kinds-
Western.
This
both
is
kinds of
definitely
music.
not mostly bluegrass, but
Country?
it's electric.
Yeah. I'm super happy. I'd be thrilled if that happened. I think
Oh,
that'd
it's
be one of the
going to.
greatest things we could add to it. Yeah. Because you can only watch so many tires get burned off.
Right.
I mean, that's the whole thing. I dig it. But my tolerance for we're going to go in that corner and we're going to burn this tire off the rim is about 1.
Well, they gotta mix it up. I think if the captain ever listens,
It's an open air gas chamber.
yeah, but let's
Yeah.
come up with a few other exercises.
Phil,
You know what I mean? Like, how about some slow
Phil, you
races
loved the
or-
burnout box so much you fell into it.
I did fall into it. I fell in love. I made sweet, sweet love to that burnout box,
Oh.
and my ribs hurt for 3 weeks.
Speaking of ripping things off and stuff, So there's a show on the Discovery Plus called Mud Madness.
Yes.
And it's all about the side-by-side racings.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Okay.
And whatever. I
Six
ended up-
assholes in a basement? I'm sorry.
Yeah, right. So I ended up watching it for 1 or 2 episodes, and they totally fucking ripped us off. The dude was walking around with a garden sprayer, hosing people down with bourbon, and just fucking cruising around. And
that
doing
is a
it.
ripoff.
And they called it the party crew or something. A lady had
Yeah.
little shots all over her, and he
Yeah.
had the giant garden
You know-
sprayer, and he's just
you know-
fucking hosing people.
You know,
I want royalties.
Having stood in for the Bourbon Ferry, I feel like the mall Santa.
Bourbon Ferry.
And so
the Bourbon
this
Ferry is bigger than me now.
And so that yes, this is expanded to beyond
you're half
our
the old
realm.
Bourbon Ferry.
So now you have mall Santas everywhere.
But we invented the garden sprayer liquor distribution system.
I think so.
Clearly, that's trademark
This has
Cleveland
been
Moto.
years, like-
It's been years.
Yeah, yeah,
absolutely. Yeah. I mean, you could listen to the podcast where that idea got hatched.
Yes.
There is no question about copyright.
No.
Because it's one thing to be like, we came
Well,
up with the idea in
that's-
Tom's basement.
that's fine.
It's another thing to say we came up with the idea in Tom's basement with 10,000 listeners.
That's
Right.
That's fine. Next year is going to be Super Soakers, and
And-
you're getting in the eye.
And the proof that we invented it, or basically brought it out, is the first time we did it, nobody wanted to take it because they didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Bingo.
Oh, yeah.
They were like,
Bingo.
"What are you doing? I
Yeah.
don't want. What is this?"
Yeah,
And
I don't need any fucking Roundup
I was
in my
gonna say,
face hole.
I'd be fucking sketched out if some random asshole, some random fat asshole like me, look, here's a garden sprayer full of shit. Drink it.
I got to tell you that
I think
as
if
the
boobs were attached, it would have gone a lot
On the
better.
other hand, everybody trusts me perfectly. And,
Yeah.
Well, 'cause
you never
you're-
have any problem.
yeah.
Yeah. But meanwhile, when
Who
the
the hell are you,
when the
asshole?
bourbon gremlin was trying to get people to do it, I was
Oh,
like,
God.
I was yelling at them. I'm like, it's bourbon. Open your mouth.
Yeah.
And then I would do the chant. But the whole time I'm doing the chant and people are watching, they're just like, God, no, don't let that.
This
don't
is
get that
good.
guy. Guys, Moto Smith Garage says, guys, I did not know the Janice guys were in the chat when I was making my Janice jokes. Oh,
Yeah.
For the record, the first time I had to meet Richard after at AIM Expo in Vegas, after we had just dropped the anus bomb for about 7 hours of
But
combined
he is
7
time.
hours. It was 7 podcasts.
That's what
Yeah. But he is cool, man.
Well,
he
they-
loves all that.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
he
no,
is a
they-
really cool guy.
They like even in the chat were like, no, dude, it's fucking great. Y'all are fucking killing it. It's happening. They have a good
what it
sense
is.
of humor, is
Well,
what we've discovered.
So since you brought up Janice,
Yeah,
can
yeah.
I just say that I am very ashamed at motorcyclists. I think a lot of motorcyclists are fucking pussies.
Right.
And I can't believe the shit that people complain about. Like, so I went to Janice and with Smith on Saturday,
yeah.
and basically just filmed their whole thing, showing how they make everything, do all the stuff in-house. He gave us a fucking full explanation of where you're seeing the boxes come in. It's not from China. It's from down the road. They pick them up.
Right.
And then some of the comments, well, I know it's called Motor Stories because look at this story. It's all fake.
Right.
Oh, okay. Chris called them and said, hey, I need you to set up a completely fake manufacturing.
Completely
everything.
fake.
And by the
Right.
way, we're leaving at 6 a.m. We're going to be
Right.
there at 10. So you have 4 hours to do all this. And then the idea of complaining, like, okay, there are many motorcycles over the years that we have handed back and forth. And
Absolutely.
during the handing back and forth, it's like, hey, this bike's great, but at 70 miles an hour, it likes to remove the rider from it. So just be aware of that. And you go, oh, okay, it shakes at 70. Gotcha.
Right, gotcha.
And you ride it, and you start to get there, and you're like, oh, shit, okay, I got to back down, whatever. So, like, many bikes have had bad characteristics over the years, and we've dealt with it, and you use it. These motherfuckers are like, that's it. Why is this bike sold? It should be... And I'm just like, when did motorcyclists become giant fucking pussies that are like, I need ABS, all the electronics, fucking mirrors, all this stuff, self-riding bike, because it's too dangerous to ride something that has... If it's not 2024 or newer,
Right.
don't ride it.
No fuel injection, no ABS, no traction control. It must be.
It's Satan's bike.
It must be designed to kill you.
Yeah.
And the other thing too is, it bothers me, and it bothers me to no end. Here we have a person had a vision, said, "I'm going to build bikes that people can build at home, that don't exist, as a throwback to a more analog time of motorcycle riding." The original Janus project bikes, BYO bike, build your own bike, a kit that showed up at your door that you put together so you would be part of the experience. So you could literally own the bike because you built the bike. Pretty fucking cool if you ask me. And here's a list. They like the audio?
Everybody
It's
just
great.
watched Smith piss. He left the door.
I know.
Left the door open and peed in the background. You roll that back. Yeah.
You got to pay extra for that action,
right.
usually, but
Yeah.
That's supposed to be on OnlyFans.
We just got super German. Yeah.
Hey, let me tell you something.
Hey, go
Why
ahead.
don't you get on a
Go ahead.
microphone?
Go ahead and get on.
We have microphones
Get on the
for
one
that.
here.
No.
I rode my Janus.
Hang on.
Dude.
Dude, well,
Not the punishment mic.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you're
Come
not
on
being
in.
punished. You can use a real microphone.
Holy
You
shit.
can use an actual microphone.
I will say that I rode my Janus back from West 45th in Detroit at the Harp.
At the harp.
I got on 90, and I rode 72 miles an hour.
Oh my God!
Yes!
And you
See?
survived?
And
Were
you
you
survived.
scared?
Live.
Are you shaking? Are you okay?
I was
the tale.
terrified.
I can see that.
You held on to those handlebars with a death grip. I get it.
But I knew that there's good food here.
Yeah, there is.
And,
good
and some Shanky's Whip, which Phil, I might have you pull up the Chris Smith little promo on your computer.
How
there
did
and
Chris
once
Smith
we can
do
get
that
it hooked
shit?
up,
So
that was funny.
Sounds like Christmas is activated tonight.
The Smith has been
Smile
activated.
when you say that.
The
smiling.
Smith has been activated. Yeah. The
So hang on before
So
we get too far
we
down
were-
the line. Swear engine kicked in 10. He says the
Swear
Cali
engine-
bro, he just did the first oil change and he's loving it.
good.
Not
Excellent.
to derail the conversation,
Okay.
but I wanted to get
But-
that in.
All right.
So going
Okay.
back to James.
Oh, I thought you were about to derail the conversation.
No, I actually
Okay.
wanted to get back into this, but
Okay.
I wanted to point out
All right.
that this had been kicked in.
Sounds fair. Yep, I approve. I approve of all of that. Every single experience I've had, and at one point in my life, I may have been a person that was like, Janice, well, it's a thing that exists, but it's not for me. But at no point did I ever tell anyone not to buy one.
Well, that's
and
the
at no
thing.
point did I ever tell somebody that you shouldn't do that. Why? Because I'm not an asshole. Okay? And the reason I say that is because I also, this is a strange thing, you may have heard it before, you may have heard me say that I'm convinced that the Suzuki wet bike might be the most dangerous thing ever built that should have never been released to the general public,
Right.
because I'm certain that at least 18 people have been drowned, but more important, my sphincter was nearly turned inside out because of a Suzuki wet bike.
Right.
And I have said vocally how I think that is a contraption that is at lame at best was a very bad stepping stone between, where jet skis are today
Right.
and stand-up jet skis of the 70s.
But
right?
that's the difference. Like a stand-up jet ski takes skill. The sit-down ones are they're side by sides for water.
Understood. In fact, in a lot of places, Jamaica and stuff where you rent them, they call them water scooters.
Right.
Right? Okay, that's what they are. A water scooter. That's fine. And I have no problem with that. Now, I have had some very vocal, very loud opinions regarding the Suzuki wet bike. And my friend has them and became quite proficient at them. I watched a guy become proficient at one because he refused to lose. He refused. Jason Dietrich, you're out there. We know you, bae. You win. You did what I refused to do. You let that thing punish you enough times until you figured it out. You made it your bitch. Now, just because I didn't like it, just because it was bad for me, doesn't mean I'm out there telling other people, if you have that and you ride that, you're stupid. If you have that and ride that, you're dumb. If you have that and you restore that and put money into it to make it better, you're an idiot and I don't want to hang out with you. I don't ever say that. Why? Because I understand that my sphere of experience is just mine. That's mine.
Right.
I do not get into full automatic shotguns. It's not something I get into. But when the guys come over and we're shooting our trap and skeet and they go down there with their automatic shotguns, am I going over there and telling them, shut that shit down, get the fuck out of here? You're not welcome here? No, because that's a thing that exists in the world. I don't choose to get involved, but I also don't choose to yuck their yum. Right?
It's so weird. People are so weird. Like I didn't even, I'm not I have no purpose for a Janus right now in my life. Maybe the 450 at some point because it's kind of interesting to me.
Sure.
But whatever. But the fact that these guys are just like bitching about this and 90% of the guys that are the loudest vocal people against this brand don't own a Janus.
Right.
They're just telling you how dangerous they are, et cetera, et cetera. And meanwhile, the dude sent out a questionnaire to every dude that's ever bought a Janus, and nobody came back with additional problems. It wasn't like a thing where 27 people were like, "Oh yeah, I've experienced the same fucking thing."
There's a plethora of videos of Janus owners who are stepping up for them, not just us, but plenty of videos out there that, the Janus is a great bike. You have to understand it for what it is, but
Yeah.
I like it. I don't have problem. Nobody said that
They're
they
also-
have a problem with their Janus.
They're also mostly of about Chris's age, which means that they didn't grow up with traction control and lane keep.
Okay, yeah.
And ABS and
Well, that's
a
gets,
giant LCD screen on the front of the thing telling you exactly where you should be in the lane.
right, but that gets back to what I'm saying is that it's like, when did motorcyclists become such pussies? Like there is a certain element of risk anytime you ride a motor. I don't give a fuck if it has ABS and it's the top of the line BMW that they sell with every fucking function on it. You're still taking a risk. Right? And so when you buy, we tried to talk about this, but nobody got it apparently, whatever. But like, so when you buy a Hayabusa, right?
Tell your friends.
So a Hayabusa, you're buying it. It's a motorcycle. You have a little bit inherent risk. But it also is a motorcycle that can go 205 miles an hour straight out of the fucking factory. Right? So that motorcycle has a bit of added risk. Okay? You can say, oh, yeah, I can control it. Well, the day you whiskey throttle it and you can't control it, you're experiencing that additional risk. So the same thing with any other motorcycle. So, yeah, the Janus might not be, like, it's a different bike. It's an older bike. And it might have 5% more risk. But you, as a person that is interested in that bike, you assess that and you go, I'm willing to take that risk and I'll ride the bike.
Well, I kind of did this in the chat, but it's actually a ripoff from iRobot, which is roughly, you have to be a complete fucking moron to ride a petroleum bomb down the fucking interstate at 100 miles an hour, surrounded by assholes in cars watching cell phones.
Right.
No, it's true.
You're an idiot. You're riding a motorcycle. You're inherently doing something fucking stupid.
I don't know. I just think the other cars are irrelevant to what I'm doing. I assume they're not paying attention to me. It's just,
Oh yeah, everybody is out to and will kill you.
So today, I have to get up at 5 a.m. now because my daughter's fucking school bus comes at 6:30 in some fucking bizarre world. So now my life is getting up at 5 a.m.
Okay.
And I have not adjusted to it yet. So my mornings are getting her ready for school. I get myself ready, feed all these fucking animals, and I'm out the door at 7:15. So every day I get onto 224, and this I've said this before, but there's always some fucking roadblock. There's always some fucking lady driving next to a truck, 55 miles an hour, 30 cars behind them. Well, today in my like sleep-deprived state, there was a lady with about 12 cars behind her, and I had enough, man. And I snuck up, and I kept weaving around, and I got next to her behind the truck. And as soon as she slowed down enough, I just jabbed myself in front of her. But I swear to God, as I was doing it, like in my head, I don't remember even driving past her. In my head, I fantasized that I just plowed into her and she shot into the median and her car rolled and her like lifeless body flew out of the front of the car.
Good
And
Lord.
I was so fucking happy.
God.
No, you don't understand.
You're sleep deprived.
This
Right.
happens every fucking day, dude. Like it drives everybody crazy. Like it's enough.
They
Like,
have medicine for this.
dude, I leave work and I have
Take
an
your
hour to get
lithium.
to
Don't you
work.
smoke weed?
Occasionally, these motherfuckers will hold you up to the point that I'm going to be late for work and I can't leave any fucking earlier. And so, like that, it was just a fantasy. But holy fuck, like, what is with people in left lane camping? It is enough. Like, seriously, there's not many things in the world that'll make me go postal, but that's one of them. Like, I'm losing my cool in the mornings with these fucking people.
Well, like I said, I would get you a nice train horn. I'm sure you guys sell them at
Oh,
Summit.
I already ordered it.
Yeah, just put that fucker on your car.
Yeah, it is one of those things where we have people come into the shop all the time. This happened the other day, so it's a really, really fresh in my mind. The guy comes in. I don't do test rides at my shop. Bad news, folks. I'm gonna, motorcycle shop confessions. Yeah, a bunch of shops in the Cleveland area don't do motorcycle test rides. The reason we don't is because, one, we've never been able to locate an insurance policy that says it's okay. My insurance policy for my business, and I shopped around, says specifically, motorcycle shop, you will not conduct test rides. We will not cover anything that happens on a test ride. A few years ago during COVID, a great number of people decided that COVID was happening and that since we were compelled by the government to social distance, that a lot of people thought, what's better than social distancing at 55 miles an hour? And they also had a thing in their pocket called a stimulus check. And they also had a job they were not allowed to go to. Now, I'm going to add this up for you guys. It's called the perfect fucking storm. The perfect fucking storm is you're not allowed to go to work today. The perfect fucking storm is your kids are home from school too. The perfect fucking storm is you got extra money in your pocket on a stimulus check. The perfect fucking storm is you'd really like to get out of the fucking house, but you can't go to the bowling alley. You can't go to the bar. You can't go to work in all the places you normally go to hide from your children for 60 hours a week.
Or even the strip club.
So,
ClevelandMoto's open.
yeah, well, one at a time, boys. So,
What they
it
usually say
turns
at the strip
out
club.
a lot of people who hadn't had a motorcycle since their kids were born right? Because mom said no. A lot of people whose kids were either at that age or whatever, dad says, and maybe mom too, says, this would be a great time for me to go buy a motorcycle. Exactly 6 months after the companies that make the motorcycles stopped making motorcycles. Did I mention that? Did I mention that COVID shut down the factories that make the motorcycles? Just when we had the largest surge of people trying to buy them. Well, this is fucking weird. Okay, I didn't see that one coming 25 years ago when I opened the business. So what had happened is all these people showed up at their local dealerships. Let's just say their skills were a bit rusty because they haven't ridden a motorcycle since their children were born in '84. Okay? But now the kids are out of school and mom says it's okay to go out and risk your life. And if we lose you, that's fine. You got an insurance policy and the kids are grown and out of the house now. So I had a lot of people show up at my shop flexing in their God-given right to take a test ride. We had a disproportionate number of people crash motorcycles at that time. Do you know where most people go right after crashing a motorcycle? That's right, Steve, the ER. They do. They go to the fucking ER. Do you know where they were telling people not to go during COVID at its peak?
Yeah, the ER.
The hospital. Because they were busy there. The beds were in the fucking hallways, if you remember. People couldn't get PPE to fix your minor flesh wound. And they were telling you not to go to the ER. They had triage centers set up outside of our local hospitals to find out who was truly fucked up enough to go into the building and create a larger COVID risk for the poor fuckers that had no choice but to be in there already.
You know what's funny? I never, the whole time COVID was there and when we were able to ride,
Yeah.
I rode the whole time. It
Me
never
too.
even occurred to me.
Me too.
That if we fucked up, that you're not going to the ER.
Yeah.
Wow.
Or you
that-
are.
I didn't, until you said that, I never thought.
You might still go to the ER.
Yeah, but that might be a
But when
bad-
you get there, it might not be the greatest experience for you
Right,
when they
right.
don't have a bed for you.
Yeah.
Right? And that was the thing. So our governor and our director of transportation in the state of Ohio put out a very special notice to us to stop giving fucking test rides. Too many people are going to the hospital. We're trying to get people to engage in less risky behavior because the hospitals are kind of a fucking shit show right now. So we want less people in the hospital, not more. Does
And,
anybody,
by the way, when you're in the hospital, nobody will be able to come visit you.
also true. Does anybody remember what the speed limit went to during COVID?
Oh, none.
Infinity.
Oh, I know.
Plaid. If a cop pulled you over, he was doing it from a socially acceptable distance of 25 feet, yelling at you through the window. No, the cops weren't pulling you over, guys. Simple fact. Yeah, my average default speed limit in my whatever I was driving was about 100 miles an hour during all of COVID, and I wasn't the only one because I was getting passed.
Well, those guys broke the coast-to-coast
It
record.
was literally
during
when they
COVID.
broke the Cannonball Run record. Now there's an asterisk that says COVID.
Yeah.
Because those circumstances will never be replicated unless there's another.
Zero
And the-
traffic
and the
from
funny-
one side to the other.
And the
Zero.
funny part is he's still been beaten.
Well, that had to happen. So we're back to
Irresponsible
test.
behavior.
So we're back to test rides. So I had to go. Okay, this is my situation. Dealers in Michigan were literally closed because it was a non-essential business. Motorcycle dealerships. Dealers in Pennsylvania were closed because it was a non-essential business. Mike DeWine said the maintenance and upkeep of motor vehicles is essential. That if somebody has a vehicle, and he originally said this about cars, and we got crazy, and we called. And I said, hey, whoa. I sell shit too. And I have every right to maintain my customer's shit. And they went, yep. And they changed the wording to say, not just car dealers were open for business, but motor vehicle dealers. So I got the gold key to be open. I had to play by some rules. And we weren't allowed to do test rides. Fucking weird thing, dude. I stopped doing test rides, and do you know how many sales I lost? None. And I haven't done a fucking voluntary test ride. Now, we do demo rides that are sponsored by the corporations, and their insurance covers it. Sure, we'll participate in that. We've done Zero demo rides. We've done Gucci demo rides. We've done Vespa demo rides. We've done demo rides. But not when it's my insurance on the line. Because you know who you're not? Is my employee. And if you're my employee, you can take bikes on a test ride. But if you're not my employee and you crash one of my bikes, what is your family going to say while they're mourning your loss? Was it daddy's fault? No, it was that crazy cocksucker who let him out on a motorcycle he clearly had no experience on. And that's what the lawyers are going to line up when they're taking my business from me. That's what they're going to say. On behalf of this poor bastard who didn't know any better, nobody in this room can raise their hand because I have, when somebody took a zero out from my shop in Mentor and keel hauled it, high-side the piss out of it, right? And ended up going to the hospital. And then I got visited by a fleet of attorneys. Okay? And those attorneys all had one thing in common. They all wanted to know how much money my insurance company had. Not the guy who was driving the bike's insurance, because I made sure he had insurance before I let him take the bike out, pre-COVID. But after the crash, they didn't care about his insurance anymore. They wanted to know the depth of my pockets and the depth of my insurance company's pockets. And I would like to remind everybody in listener land that that went on to the tune of $1.7 million. His family didn't get $1.7 million. The lawyers split it up. I don't know what they got. To this day, I don't know what they got.
$10.57 and a gift certificate to Denny's.
Do you know what I got?
Probably a raise in your premiums.
No, I got canceled.
Oh, Amores.
They didn't give me the courtesy of fucking me. I got canceled. I got canceled. I got put on a very special list that the insurance companies all have. It's called high risk. So I talked to a dealer just the other day about how much they pay for an insurance policy for their insurance policy that says it's the special test ride insurance policy that is outside of their regular insurance policy. That shit is crazy. So will I do test rides? Not really.
I mean,
I gotta really think you're special.
I mean, I remember going to State 8 and with all their, the sport bikes back in the day, and they wouldn't let you ride shit.
They still don't.
Right, that's my point. I didn't know any. I've never been to a dealership that's like, here's the keys, take it.
No.
Like, it seems like it's a bad idea no matter.
Do you know why?
Because Nick shows up.
Because of inherent risk.
Yeah.
Motorcycles have an inherent risk.
Right.
Now, back to the story of the person that came into my shop the other day. I actually let this guy take a test ride because he was eyeballing a bike I really didn't want to have in my showroom anymore. I can be bought. Right? So for me, I looked at the risk package and I said, let's let this one go. So I let him take the test ride. And he came back after the test ride and he goes, well, my wife doesn't really want me riding motorcycles. And the bike you just let me ride, that scooter you just let me ride is kind of a motorcycle. BV350.
Okay.
And I went, well, but it's also a scooter. And that's why you told me to let you test ride it. Because your 150cc wasn't doing the job with you and her on it together. And it shouldn't. It's a 150.
Yeah.
Okay, fair. You felt strongly enough to betray her trust and come in and ride the BV350. But now you're consulting the War Department, and she showed up. And she showed up, and it wasn't enough that the bike that he wanted to buy, the bike that he wanted to buy, was not the bike that she thought he should buy. So she then proceeded to say, well, let him test ride that one. Well, ma'am, you don't work here. Okay? And that bike has never been prepped. It's never had a battery in it. I'm preserving its virginity for the first owner. Prima noctum. We talked about that before. Now, she said, well, I can't believe anybody would buy a bike without being able to test ride it. And I said, ma'am, if I throw you the keys right now, can you test ride this bike? And she goes, why not? And I said, have you ever ridden a motorcycle before in your life? And she goes, no. I said, that's why not. You don't have the credentials, you don't have the insurance, and you goddamn sure don't have the experience. I have walked into Cabela's. I am a man that has certain means. I have a fondness for boats. They would not let me test ride a boat at Cabela's. They will not.
That's unfair.
They wouldn't let me test ride a crossbow, a shotgun, or a bow and arrow either. They're funny that way. Joshua Clark, Harley does test rides. Yes, they do, Josh. Is that them paying for that extra insurance? Oh, you're right, Josh. 100 points for Josh. They are self-insured. Harley-Davidson is 100% self-insured, like they have the financing. And also, in order for you to take that Harley-Davidson out for a test ride, you are signing an extra very special contract that every lawyer will tell you isn't worth the paper it's printed on. But you are signing that you will purchase that individual motorcycle to the VIN that you're taking on the test ride should you damage it in any way. Yes, that's true. Also, they probably have something akin to Eagle Rider that says that when you take the bike out for a test ride, any damage that's done is on an insurance policy that you've signed to, even though you didn't realize you were signing to it when you signed for the test ride.
Let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
So, I'm just Bob. Hi, Bob. Come
Hey,
to your
Bob.
shop. Hey, I'm interested in
We love
that.
Bob.
I'm interested in that bike you got there for $5,400. Here's $5,600 cash. Can I go take a test
Did that
ride?
last week.
Now, how does that work with
100%.
insurance, though? Does
Doesn't
that mean
matter.
Because he owns it at that point.
At that point, I am literally taking money from your hands.
Right.
I will probably have you come over and fill out the purchase order. I'll have Renee fill it out, and you'll just sign it because I'm not going to keep you there that long.
Right.
The main reason for that is that, yes, and I did have this happen literally 2 weeks ago. Yeah, about 2 weeks ago, where the guy was just, dude, I got the money. And I said, do me a favor. Don't bring it back. Enjoy your test ride for the rest of your life. Right? And he goes, well, I'm just not sure about it. And he did. He came back. I gave him his money back, and he did not come back and buy the bike. So what? 1, proof it does happen. 2, proof it works. He got his test ride. What did he have to do to prove that he was worthy of the test ride?
Give you the money.
Show up with the fucking cash.
Yeah, because if he crashes the bike, you got no worries.
90% of the people that come to my shop are going to walk in the door. In the first minute, they're going to tell me that they are the wealthiest person on earth and that they are prepared to buy 10 of these things. They just need to find the right one. In the course of an hour with that person, I will learn that they have a 450 credit score. Their debt-to-income ratio is atrocious.
Yeah.
They've had a license revoked, or their wife doesn't want them to have it. One of those scenarios may present itself in the interview. So everybody walks in the door saying, I could buy any of these bikes. Sure. Put your money where your fucking mouth is. Your mouth just said you could buy any of these bikes. Would you like to test ride one? Well, then show me the value, or as we used to say, let me feel the fiber of your fabric. Right? Let me see what you're made of. That guy showed up. He gave me the money. He took the bike for a test ride. He brought the bike back. It wasn't fucked. And he's like, you know what? I'm going to go think about it. Never saw him again. But what happened there? He showed me his value.
Right.
That's all it takes. And the same would be true. Don't borrow your friend's bike if you're not willing to replace it.
Right.
If something goes wrong. If you're not in a financial position to replace your friend's bike, don't yeehaw it. Don't take it out for a ride because it's going to destroy your friendship when you can't replace it.
Well, that's the same thing. Like when somebody, if you let somebody ride your bike, and I'm not talking about pit bikes that are made to be, bashed on, but like a nice bike,
Nice bike.
and then they jump on your shit and then they just ride it like it's their fucking bitch. It's like, dude,
Well, that's
just rude.
That's one of the reasons why when we go to Mid-Ohio, we bring 13 bikes that are literally worth the value of my tennis shoes.
Oh no. I'm telling you, if I say, hey, take this, and I don't give a shit what you do with it, that's fine. But if you're taking my main, my BMW or my Africa Twin, and I'm like, oh, you want to ride it? Yeah, don't try to go do wheelies and do burnouts on my shit.
Right. It's just bad form.
Right.
And also is it not bad form, but it's going to be like, okay, one, never loan this guy anything ever again.
100%.
Right?
You hit level 3. Now.
I just downgraded our friendship
Yeah.
a whole lot if you're going to take my toy out and break it.
Yeah.
Right? If you're going to take my toy out and break it, then that says you didn't have any respect for the toy or me.
Right, and not an accident, or anything like that. I'm talking about just blatant fucking,
Yeah.
I'm going to beat the shit out of this thing.
I've loaned my bikes to people,
Right.
and then they've gone out, and I've just watched them go out and shit hammer it from the time I gave them the keys. And I'm like, really?
Yeah, thanks.
Really?
That's how you treat me.
Don't let me dance with your wife next week, right? Because I may take a liberty or two, right?
This is that whole prima nocta thing.
Prima nocta. Let's go back to prima nocta one more time. Okay, I just want one night with the old lady. Promise you. What could possibly go wrong? Yeah, that's what it comes down to, and it is true. So just be cool, man. Just be cool, and that's that thing. Is motorcycles are a unique skill set. Just because you can walk upright doesn't mean you're ready to ride a motorcycle, and that's why they don't let kids under the age of 25 rent cars. Right? Raise your hand if you were 20. Oh wait, here we go. Moto Hop stopped on the way home and picked up some Shanky's Whip. This stuff is delicious. Damn you, Chris Smith.
Wait a second.
This is Matt from Moto Hop BT Dubs.
Is Shanky's Whip in fact in the chat
Yes.
tonight here?
Where's the whip? Anybody got a bottle of whip with them?
I'll run out and get a bottle.
No, you don't need to run out and get a bottle. If we
No,
don't have
no,
a bottle
fuck
in house,
that.
that's
All right,
fine.
all right.
No, we don't need
No,
to do that.
I mean, no. I didn't mean that. I just, do we have Shanky's Whip here?
I do not believe
If
we
the answer
do.
is no, that's
I don't
fine.
think so.
We don't.
We
Okay.
will. Okay, so we're going to make a special
We
event.
will next week, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, next week we'll do a
I'm gonna go out
Shanky's
and
Whip
get a bottle
tasting.
right now.
Oh, you don't need
No,
to do
I
that.
don't want you to
don't
do
need
that.
to, but you know
Yeah,
what?
you don't need to do
How
that.
much fun would that be?
But it's all everything's all the Shanky's Whip places are
I
closed.
know. At this point, we probably can't stop you. So you do what you
It's a
feel. is
liquor
best.
store thing.
You
They're
do-
not going to have it at Giant Eagle.
You
But
do
now
what
they
you-
have it at-
We're
you do-
doing it.
Him leaving
They
is
have-
changing the podcast by 0% for the next
They have it at
20
Minotti's,
They have
He
it.
didn't say anything.
Warren Liquor has it.
but are they open until 9?
I believe they. Maybe. I mean, he knows better than I do.
All right.
He goes to K&K.
The only reason I asked Chris because if it was here, I was going to drink some. But I can wait till next week.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
I can tell you this.
I still got some leftover Mr. Black. We could just make it happen.
In
I
the
brought
car-
I brought ginger beer just for the occasion.
In the car when he snapped open the thing before we were driving. obviously.
Oh yeah,
And
no,
I sniffed
allegedly.
It. It smells wonderful.
Oh,
And
It
don't come back
smells-
without Shanky's Whip.
It smells like a caramel ball of joy.
It does
And-
because
and
it is.
From Chris's his attitude, it seems like it is.
It is a ball of joy, right? Oh yeah. It is to whiskey what Stroh is to spiced rum.
yeah. Except I guess I didn't
Delicious,
taste it. Smelled it.
deliciously debilitating.
Yeah.
absolutely. Debilitating.
I wish your computer would work. We could play the
Okie dokie.
promo that Chris cut for Shanky's. Or
Yeah,
Slippies or-
I was literally just looking at my phone for the Shanky's promo, the Shanky's Whip promo, and that's one of those ones where I just didn't know exactly where to find it. So I'll find
doing?
it. Yeah, I'll find
it's
it.
the-
I'll post it up somewhere we can grab it. Is that on Moto Stories?
No, it's on. It's posted to the chat. The ClevelandMoto chat.
I was just there and I didn't see it.
Yeah, it's there somewhere.
So maybe. Anyway, yeah, that's a thing. You know, when somebody discovers a new liquor, it's like your first kiss. You know, you're like, oh, this is a cool thing. I hadn't done this before. We should do more of that. Yeah, for real. That's one of those, and that particular one is one that every time I've ever been around anybody that drank it, they were always like, whoa, what we got going on here? That's pretty cool. And it is pretty damn cool.
See what happened. So we were coming back from Goshen.
Yeah.
And I realized that we would be going through the corner tip of Michigan and back to Ohio
Okay.
at this one point.
All right.
And I was like, there's probably a dispensary right here in Michigan that I could hit up.
Yeah.
So I went there and I just looked at their wares.
Okay.
And then Smith went across the street to the local watering hole. And then, I ended up talking to this hipster dude in there for like about 45 minutes. So by the time I got to Smith, he was like 3 or 4 drinks deep.
Oh, he'd already been.
And so then when we got to the car,
Testing.
the Shanky's Whip was sitting in the back the seat, and he was just kept looking at it, and then he had to sniff it.
Okay.
And then after we sniffed it, then he was like, well, one little sip won't hurt, and then half the bottle got sucked down by him.
Yeah.
So he was in really good shape. When
He
we
was in
got
good
back.
shape at that point.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I completely agree with all of that. The we're definitely
Skanky's hip. There's all kinds of
I mean
different names.
completely. It's definitely one of those things that when you have it, you go, oh, that's better than I thought it was going to be.
It's delicious.
And then you sit there and you go, I just can't possibly ever duplicate it. It is. It's very unique. It is pretty fucking rad.
Smith is
Yeah.
back already.
Nah.
He lost his keys.
Oh, he lost his keys.
I was
Oh,
gonna say,
my God.
you're fine, bud. Don't.
I don't know. Well, now he wants to do it. Now,
And now it's a
now he
dare.
knows that's saving him from having to come up with a joke.
Oh, I got the joke.
Oh, he's got a joke. He's got a joke. So yeah, that's been a pretty cool experience
Where's
to
your
see
helmet?
people drink it. It's pretty rad. I saw that Dan Hostick said that no self-recycling shop doesn't have a bottle of it hiding in the back somewhere.
I do.
And then he produced a bottle that had like 17 inches of dust on it.
I can get behind the Skanky's Whip. Way better than the Malort fucking.
Oh,
my God.
yeah. The Malort's no fun for anybody involved. There's very few people that are like, oh, it's great. I should have it all the time. I'm like, you probably shouldn't have it all the time. It's not the greatest thing for you.
Skanky stick.
Skanky stick. It's pretty special stuff. It's definitely, yeah. I couldn't find the Shanky's Whip post, but you know what? If anybody finds it, I did see that Moto Hop Missy, posts up. Motorcycle crash claims the life of a teen and a cow.
Oh yeah. So I followed up a little bit on that.
That's some Medina County shit
it,
right there.
It literally was. But He was 18. Mm-hmm. It was 3:50 in the morning. It was 4 o'clock in the morning.
Whoa.
And it was an 83 Honda.
What?
He was riding an 83 Honda something.
Okay.
There's not a complete report on it, but like what I've learned
That-
from
you
this.
know what? But
And
that's the
apparently
kind
it
of
was-
shit-
And apparently, because like everybody's like, no, he was a really cool kid, really helpful. Like this was just not
He
some
probably was a
random
great
guy
kid.
out
Yeah.
coming back from the bar. This was like somebody
man.
out there at 4 o'clock in the morning riding back from work or something.
Whatever.
And plowed into a cow. At speed.
Oh man. And
And
hey, we're not judging. An 83 Honda is what you ride when you're 18.
Yeah.
We all did. I mean,
Yeah.
we all rode the equivalent of that.
It could have been a Hawk or anything else. I get it,
Right.
but apparently somebody called in like this was one of those weird things like, what the hell happened?
Yeah.
And apparently somebody called in the cow. The cow's in the middle of the road. It's blocking
Okay.
the road. And when
All
the
right.
cops showed up, they found him.
There wasn't a cow.
There was a cow.
Well, there was a
but they
cow.
found him
Oh,
off the
man.
side of the road, and they were like, "Oh shit!"
Oh, that's awful.
So no, this is apparently and everybody literally is like, "No, this is kind of fucked up.
It is fucked up. Yeah, that is fucked up.
This is not
Yeah.
some random drunk coming home from the bar on a Gixxer."
Well, that and cows are really hard to see
Oh.
at night.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think reflective paint should be involved.
we should paint them. Paint the cows.
Paint the cows with reflective paint. It's a pretty good idea. Yeah, a nice big stripe down the side.
Racing stripes for cows.
Yes, exactly. Just racing stripes on the cows.
But no, it's poor
Right.
kid, man. Like
Oh,
I've
that's
heard of
awful.
I have heard of all. Well, the bike you rode this evening,
Mm-hmm.
the guy hit a deer.
The bike I rode to the podcast on has deer fur in it.
And so,
I wanted to
like-
call your attention to the fact that
like
it
the fact
literally
that-
has deer fur.
And the fact
deer
he's
hair.
still walking around, because I've known people who have hit deer or been hit by deer while riding.
Yep, me
And it'll fuck
personally.
you up.
Yep.
And to hit a cow
Yeah.
at speed,
Yeah.
like, yeesh.
I have hit I hit one deer and had a deer go past my face so close I smelled his balls, right? And I didn't crash. The first one I crashed. The first one when the deer hit me, I crashed. The second one, the deer jumped in front of me so fast, might have been going 30. But it was so close that I think I felt parts of the deer on my face, and which was a bad night because I wasn't wearing a helmet, no gear, just no gear, none of the time on that particular bike at that particular time. And man, that deer gave me a fucking coronary. It's a thing that is real. Yeah, it's a real deal. Watch out those fucking animals, man. They do not give the right away, not even a little bit. They're out there too, man. They're out there.
Right now, especially because it's getting cold at night, and so the road is holding the heat from
Yeah.
the day.
Yep.
So like out by me, especially because little Bev is in her room, but out by me, man, every day I go past like 10 different squished animals all over the place. Like it's terrible.
It's roadkill central.
Yeah.
And apparently, right by my house is apparently just a skunk murder zone because I've had the windows open all last week because it's so nice and cool out. And Merritt's at that time of her life where she always needs to have cool breeze blowing on her.
Oh, yeah.
So,
I'm with you on that.
if you don't know what that is, boys, you'll get there.
Oh, yeah.
But it's literally it's like a skunk pump. It's just the wrong kind of skunk.
That's my neighbors think skunks live.
Yeah,
by
they
us.
think you're like, right. You're like, man, ever
Well,
since Cinch moved in, there's a lot of dead skunks around.
That's the funny part is I have been told there are skunks in this neighborhood.
right. Yeah.
And like the neighbors are like, oh, there's a skunk that lives under your back porch, and I every now and again will catch the whiff, and I'm
Sure.
like, well, it's either the real thing or
Right.
it's the neighbor.
Or it's the weed.
Or-
right.
yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
And
But
the only thing I've got to say to that is stop smoking bad weed.
Well, I've also heard that skunks smoke weed. So
Well, that's exactly it. Right. If you want to even the playing field, just acknowledge the fact that skunks smoke weed. And
Yeah.
then you'll be like, then you're cool. I'm sorry, guys. I just flooded the Cleveland Moto Podcast chat Facebook group with a bunch of photos that had been pending for approval.
Oh,
gosh.
okay.
So if you're reading it, you're like,
Oh, God,
what
my
the fuck
penis.
happened?
Well, yeah, it's
right.
weird. Sometimes it'll do that to me. It'll
It's
pen
weird.
me, and sometimes it won't.
Oh, it literally, when I just logged on here, it said that my person, like Phil Waters, was being pending group approval.
Well, one of my
And I own the group.
one of my
it's
first
kinda weird.
pictures that I posted to that thing was after your pants distribution system.
Yes, the
at
pants
Burning
cannon.
Man.
Yeah.
And it was the fist cannon. Yeah.
Did you hear that the orgy tent at Burning Man this year had to be modified and reduced because while they were building the orgy tent, which is like 85 mattresses or something in like a tent, lube dispensers on the walls and whatnot, that apparently whilst they were in the process of constructing said orgy tent, Mother Nature said no
Right, I heard.
and just ripped it a new ass. And so apparently they had to have a downgraded orgy tent this year. Which, okay, having been to Burning Man, I'm going to tell you the one thing that you don't want to do at Burning Man.
Just have an orgy.
Yeah.
A lot of sand.
No, have you ever seen the people at Burning Man?
Yeah, if you can't have an orgy,
So there's like
a lot of sand.
5 people at Burning Man,
Yeah.
and they walk those people around on schedule
Yeah.
with their tits out.
Yeah.
So you'd be like, wow, Burning Man's super sexy.
Yeah.
But then there's the other 93,000 people at Burning Man that are literally a 53-year-old guy, 60 pounds overweight, with his dick out, shirt cocking it.
So it's
Right.
every swingers convention
Yeah,
ever.
exactly.
Well,
and
you
then
know
you're
what-
going to go into an orgy at Burning Man,
Yeah.
and you're
Well,
like,
you know-
the
you know what
sand
happens?
gets everywhere.
Once
Yeah.
the orgy tent got shut down, it turned into a lot of walking tacos.
Fucking Star Wars. I hate sand.
I hate sand. It gets everywhere.
Well,
yeah,
Kyle's
it's gonna
out.
turn into an
Kyle's out there
Anakin
clowning
moment.
around too.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah, that's fine. I'm just
speaking
gonna
of orgies
say,
and Burning Man,
I had a good time. I'm not telling anybody they shouldn't go.
No, this
What
is
I'm
a-
telling
this
you,
is a
it's a
yuck your
great
yum thing.
experience. It's awesome. But when I was there, at no point was like, you know what I need to do right now? Fuck somebody.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Because I'll tell you, the whole time I was there, I didn't even jerk off because the conditions are so hostile.
Sand gets everywhere.
Sand gets everywhere. Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
somebody was giving shit about that. Oh my god, fucking! But who the fuck goes to Burning Man? And I'm like, dude, I know people that have, for 20 years have gone to fucking Mardi Gras, and the only thing missing is the fucking sand.
yeah, it's also true. Hate to say it, but that is true too.
It's the same fucking people. It's the same fucking
It
burners
is the same
now.
people. It's the same
It
burners.
literally has been
Yeah.
infested by burners. That's all that lives in New Orleans
It
anymore.
makes perfect sense.
Well, I was gonna say like the actual,
Burning Man season of Mardi Gras.
Right.
Also, like my buddy's like an original burner too. This dude from Philly. They have different things now that are way low key. They're not going to the big things anymore. There's like a 300 person burn in like Connecticut, you know,
Yes.
or some
And
shit
I
like
think
that.
that's actually probably really smart
Yeah.
because you're like, okay, well, how would this be better? Well, if it wasn't so commercialized, there weren't so many cameras and there weren't so many assholes. Okay, we can fix that.
Did you see? So my old friend, I actually grew up with him, and he became somebody's DJ, whatever. Anyway, DJ Swamp. He was there this year, and he walked into this tent, and he's like, "Hey, look at me! I'm walking into a $10 million trust fund baby's tent, and it had crystal chandeliers hanging
yeah.
from the fucking ceiling and stuff." And I'm like, "There's nothing like that's just gross."
It's kind of anti the non-commercial, non-currency based thing about the burn.
yeah,
right?
like make some shit out of the stuff in your backyard.
But that's
not-
what happens when Coachella invades the burn. So that's the deal. And I think that's why Wasteland Weekend was created. Was probably a whole lot of people that were like, it's like Burning Man, but like for real people. And then Wasteland Weekend got overpopulated
This
as well.
is a good.
What
this
you got
is
there,
a
bud?
good thing.
Yeah, this is
Zimbo 1212. Can we please get the Facebook podcast page made private? As of now, anything posted in the group will show up on all your friends' feeds.
And see, that's actually
All my
Cleveland Moto
friends are in
podcast?
the group, so I don't have that
Craft.
problem.
Well, see, Craft Services kind of mentioned this as well because she can't really post right now because
Okay,
it's
fair enough.
It's a public group.
I can change that. I can make that change real freaking fast.
And then we can make it a buy-in, so then you can
Well,
really post some shit.
and as you,
Oh no, Chris is back.
you have to be,
Chris is back.
You have to be a member of the Patreon to get
That's
into
the sound of a
chat
Janice transporting Shanky's whip, in case anyone's
By
wondering.
the way, Smith Janice is hopped up.
It is
it's
hopped
even
up.
faster. It
That's
goes faster than a stock.
Now. It is totally unsafe.
I've ridden his Janice
Yeah.
pre and post hopping up, and
Yeah.
it is a big difference.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been a little hopped.
Oh, it's been hopped all right.
Yeah.
Hops and barley. It's hopped, dude. Yeah, that fucking thing is hot.
I'm gonna put like 700 cameras on it and take it for a ride and show the dangerousness of the front end of that thing. How it's not.
Right.
I'm going to want Shanky's Whip
big
on ice
part of my-
with a side of ginger beer because I'm going to try that. I
Oh,
want to
yeah.
I want to
You should
sip a
do
little
that.
Shanky's and then I might water it down with some ginger
You
beer.
should do that. I think you're going to have a very good experience with that. Yeah. Yeah. I think you're going to really have a good experience with that. Yeah. That's going to be rad.
So before they start with the Shanky's Whip, did
Mm-hmm.
you happen to see BMW's new offering that they're regurgitating from 20 years ago?
You don't need a helmet?
The BMW C3,
Yeah, CE or C3.
and
or
now it's
whatever.
electric.
Yeah.
So they took their regular BMW,
Yeah.
and they took the C1, the scooter with a cage, right?
Right.
And they just made it look like off-roady somehow. It's
But now, if you read it, they say that BMW is saying that you need to wear zero safety
right.
gear.
Well, they said that the first time too.
This
Did they?
isn't,
So, yeah.
This
I thought
doesn't
you had to
look
wear a
good.
helmet the last time.
Different countries had different rules.
Okay.
Wait,
Yeah.
this doesn't look good.
Yeah, different countries had different rules regarding the safety cage and its requirement for roof.
He doesn't
type
have a little
things.
brown bag with him.
Yeah.
He's grabbing his cock.
I'm happy that I'm
wait for
missing all of
He
this.
does have a brown bag with him.
Oh, excellent. Very good. Yes, very good, very good, very good. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Oh God, here he comes.
Yep, he's coming. He's coming. He's coming around the horn. He's coming around the horn.
You're all right no matter what we just said about you.
Yeah, right.
Ta, ta, ta.
Oh, there it is. The
There's
whip.
Shanky's.
Put up the
Shanky's
Mac-
whip.
Put up the Mac cam.
Oh, the Mac
Shanky's
cam.
whip.
There you go.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
The official liquor.
Yes.
The Cleveland Moto
why don't you
podcast.
crack it on camera right here and give it a sniff?
Why
Yeah.
not?
Yeah, why not? This
Well, yeah,
pretty
what
seems
the
like
fuck?
the
What do we
perfect
got to lose?
I'm
opportunity.
going to do a little more than give it a sniff.
Right. This is true too.
You know, once you get past the smell,
You got her licked.
I like it.
Yes.
Look at this professional.
Truly.
It's a...
Now, is this boat aged?
And Steve, let me say
I hear
thank
it's
you
motorboat
for
age.
taking care of me
Oh yeah.
on Saturday
We made sure Smith was
because
okay.
I was a total piece of dog shit.
we did have to pry the keys out of his hand to make sure he was
Nice.
okay.
Yeah.
But
See what happens when I'm sensible?
Right. When you're sensible.
but
That
how
smells
hard
like,
was it getting the keys out of my hand?
Not too hard.
That
Yeah.
smells like cake batter.
Yeah,
it does smell like cake. I smell
You
it all
know-
the way over here.
And I've had people say that they want to put that on their pancakes.
I have. I've heard that. It looks like vanilla with some whiskey put in it. It looks like literally vanilla extract.
How much do I owe you for this?
$11.
You're
Money
taking
well
the whole
spent.
bottle. Let me just smell it. I just want to smell
Money
it.
well
So
spent.
Johnny, how would you rate that on a scale of 9 to 10?
Well, that's right up my alley because
Wow,
I
that's-
like sweet candy bullshit, and so
Okay.
that's a 10. I can
Oh,
pour
I'm
that.
all over
I'm
this,
I'm
yeah.
putting that in my coffee tomorrow morning.
Again, this is just that overpowering vanilla.
I mean, it's a shade off of Kahlua.
And caramel.
It is. The caramel's strong. Yeah, it's so good.
And chicks dig it.
I don't know if I need ginger beer. I might just have that over ice. Yeah.
It's so good. That is so fucking good.
Tommy,
Oh, that is so good. Yeah, that is delicious.
come on,
And
Tommy.
again, just like
Delicious.
we find these things that are unusually inexpensive, and they're delicious. They're delightful. Yep. Yeah, absolutely delightful.
So where'd you get
Yeah.
that? Right over here at the state store?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
How much more is on the shelf?
19 bottles.
Eh.
Oh, really? So they're stocking it.
So you'll
Let
be
me just
good.
say,
Yeah.
this is Dan Kromke.
Look at
It
this
is
shit.
Bringing
Dan,
this to the
it is
forefront.
Dan
We're going
Kromke.
deep in that thing, man.
Kromke
only
showed
like-
up with it.
It's
Yeah.
it's only
Yeah.
like what 20 proof or something. isn't it?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
It's not like
you know, you can drink this on the way to
Oh,
work.
it's like 33%.
I was gonna say I think it's 66 proof or 60 proof. Yeah.
33% alcohol. So yeah,
Yeah, it's shelf stable.
68 proof. Oh,
Yeah.
it's showing glass.
Yeah, it's shelf stable.
So it's got some
you
fire.
can enjoy that.
God
Yeah.
damn it. You sure don't taste the proof. then.
No, you really don't. Yeah, you really don't. It's not.
That's called the panty melter.
It does just creep
Panty
right
peeler.
the fuck up on you.
My panties are coming off tonight.
That's what I should have done.
Mrs.
There you go.
Mrs. Mac.
We should have pulled the spark plugs instead of taking his keys.
Thrust and Justin, you're
Oh,
on point,
thank you,
sir. You
Tommy.
have no idea how
Moto
on point
Smith
you are.
Garage said it was aged by Smith Janice.
It was. It really
Smile when
was.
you say
It
that.
totally was. That's a fact.
And you know what? I drove around.
Yeah.
Well, Stever was up there
Yeah.
interviewing them folks at Janice,
Right.
trying to find a bottle of Shanky's.
Okay.
And the people in Goshen had never heard of it.
Oh, really?
And they were willing to send me like 38 miles outside of town. I said, well, fuck that.
It seems like a long way to go.
I will bring a bottle back to these guys.
Yeah,
'cause
I think you
this
should.
is what these guys need.
Yeah.
But we did come up with on Saturday, we have a
Mm-hmm.
new series that we're going to start doing. So Smith
Tell them, Stever.
So Smith drags me as we're leaving Goshen. He goes, "Come here, I got to show you something." So we pull over and we get out.
And bring up the photo.
Oh, I'm going to bring the whole video soon. But so I get the video out, and he gives me a history lesson on a machine or a tower that was in the middle of the city.
Okay.
So
All
like
right.
it was fun. It was really interesting. So I was like, "Ooh, we should do rides to historical places where Smith can bone up on what it is." So
Yeah.
we ride out to
All
it,
right.
and then he gives us the history lesson on
Fuck
what it
yeah.
is, and then we
That's
ride
cool.
back.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a
And,
series. at some
we'll
point.
do that because over in Pennsylvania, there is a museum having to do with lung cancer.
Yeah, all the good fun stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
that sounds happy.
People dig that shit, Tom.
Oh yeah, they
me just
do.
tell you.
Morbid, strange,
Yeah.
weird. Museum of Mortuary Sciences
he
in Houston
nailed
is
it.
a big deal.
He nailed it. So like I was like originally I'm like, okay, what is this? Like a bridge buttress and the bridge isn't here anymore? No. No, it was a gun turret in the middle of Goshen, Indiana, to keep the gangsters out of the city from back in the day.
In
That's
1920,
hilarious.
1930. Yeah.
With actual gun ports and Tommy gun fucking ports, because all the gangsters with Tommy guns were coming through, so they set up an inshootable thing that they could knock them all out with.
Because it was the main drag,
Right.
north to south.
Yeah.
So you literally, instead of having a traffic light, you had a machine gun nest.
Yeah,
Fair
seriously, and it's still there.
Right.
Yeah.
It was cool.
How fun is that?
It was fun. That was good.
That's pretty cool.
Little Stever.
That's pretty cool. I
He doesn't
definitely-
normally do history.
Yeah,
No, but I
he does.
learned.
Stop
Now
for
you-
20 minutes.
Yeah.
We talked about it.
You go with Smith somewhere and you learn.
He's
Oh
a
my
he's a
God.
product of public schools. What do you expect?
Whip it. Whip it good.
A failed product of
Oh my God. The definitely, and I think
Time out,
there's
Johnny. How we doing? Look at that smile on
Crack
Johnny.
that whip.
it is yeah. It's very drinkable.
Give the man a slip.
Scott's Moto Adventures says, I was going to say go to Bill's Bike Barn, but Lung Cancer Museum sounds interesting.
Absolutely.
Why the hell would we want to go to a motorcycle shop
Hey,
when we can go to literally
Cancer
a lung cancer museum?
That seems like something that would be in the Carolinas, though. Except
the
for,
kids
well,
would
I'm sorry.
love
Well,
that.
and I heard it's interactive because when you get there, they give you a thing to put in your mouth that makes it so it's harder to
Harder to
breathe,
breathe,
and so
yeah,
you get the whole
that's it.
experience.
Yeah, it's called a cigarette.
Brought to you by RJ Reynolds. 9 out of 10
you know
doctors
what?
who smoke.
You know what? If your,
Recommend RJ
if your
Reynolds.
kids are having trouble sleeping at night, they need a Marlboro Red.
Get them a Marlboro Red, friends. A Marlboro Red for all your friends. Yeah.
Hey, Sleepy. Swearingen has asked for a Tanuki.
Oh,
You got it.
bring on the Tanuki. I gotta charge my vessel.
Hey, I was gonna say, do you want some of this?
yeah.
We got ice here.
Yeah. I need to get over there.
Well, we're gonna leave them up until
Stand
you get
by.
back. Yeah.
Stand by.
Woo-da-wah.
Discuss other things. I need to go charge my vessel.
So that was a fun
Tanuki,
trip.
Tanuki.
Woo-da-wah.
If you guys have not taken a road trip with your buddy in a little while,
ice here?
that was a good. We had a lot. We didn't even listen to the radio. We had a good conversation,
Oh,
man.
let me just say
Yeah, that's
that I've taken a road trip with both of you motherfuckers, and there, I know that there will be a
Uh-oh.
constant fucking conversation
is
with either one of you.
generously generous.
So getting both of you
Just
in the car,
remember,
I can
Cybertrucks are
only
rusting.
imagine how much fucking, like, he's lubed up and you're schloobed up probably, and it was like fucking, I can only imagine how much like, back and forth the whole fucking way.
Dude,
For
do you know-
20 hours, it wouldn't matter. You guys would both be talking the whole way.
Do you see this man? He looks very commercial, corporate, right? He's been kicked out of a bank. Not physically kicked out, like removed from the service of banking.
Yeah, but when he was there, it was a bar.
No. Check it out.
Yeah, this was good, dude. This guy's he's way meaner than you think he is.
Oh no! I know Chris Smith. Yeah.
Yeah. Chase Bank told me, don't ever come back. We're terminating our relationship with you. And this letter came from New York City.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
They told me, go fuck your hat. We don't want you back.
How
There's
in
a
the
reason
hell-
there's a Chris Smith rule at this.
We
How
don't
the
want
hell
your
did
money.
you piss off J.P. Morgan Chase, which is like the ultimate evil just below Exxon?
You got to tell him this is a good story.
So I have a check from the state of Ohio made out to Mrs. Smith and myself. I sign it. She signs it. I go into the bank. Now, I could have deposited it out front in the machine.
Yeah.
I could have taken a photo, sent it in. It would have gone through.
But
I walk in to make a deposit at the teller's desk because why? Because I want to make sure that the tellers get a lot of business so they don't lose their what?
Damn good idea.
Their friggin' jobs.
It's a damn good idea.
so when
Right.
you need help, they're there.
They're there.
Right.
So I walk up, put the check in front of the lady, and she says, you have to endorse this check. I said, my signature's right here.
Right.
My name, her name. You have to endorse it a second time. I said, no, I don't.
No, you don't.
This is a government instrument. I don't need to endorse it a second time. Yes, you do. And we had an argument, at which point I slammed my hand down on the counter, which apparently is not a good thing to do.
Well, I think it's more when you grabbed her by the neck and dragged her over the counter.
They get a little jumpy at banks.
Yeah. So I signed it a second time, put it in. Now what the teller manager didn't notice was it was actually a stale dated check.
Oh,
It was past 120 days.
past 120 days.
But she didn't know that.
Right.
She was just worried about the order of signatures,
Right.
which is the most insane thing I've ever heard of in my life.
Inconsequential.
Yeah.
So 3 days later, I get a letter from Chase saying that my accounts are well, actually, you know what? I was trying to charge something on my credit card. It didn't go through. And I thought, what the fuck's this all about? So I go to the bank. Your accounts have all been closed. You are no longer allowed in this bank. I said, well, what's this all about? Well, you pissed off Myrtle
Yeah, you're on a
over
list.
over at window 2.
Yeah.
You're on a list.
I said,
You're on a list.
fuck me.
You're on
Are
thin ice, buddy.
you fucking kidding me? So I said, I've been a customer here for 37 years. And for that, and I'm cutting out some details where I may have had a firearm, and I'm teasing.
Sure.
No,
His
no.
crew, his entire crew had masks. It was
Right.
But the point is that I told Steve, I said, not allowed in Chase Bank any longer.
Nope.
So that's the end of that story.
Yeah, it is a tough thing.
But when you look at this guy,
when you're literally
You
I never
obviously
expect
trouble.
him
Yeah.
to be like that.
When you're obviously trouble. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Yeah, I got fired from National City Bank because I wouldn't give them any interest. And because we'd run our account there for, I think at that point we had the account there for 15 years. And somebody from the bank had called and said, "Hey, we're suspending your account." And I was like, "Renee, what did you do?" Right? And Renee's like,
Must have done something.
I didn't do anything. I don't know what you're talking
It's
about.
Renee embezzlement. What do you
Right.
think?
And I was like, come on, man, what's going on? What do you mean? Why are we getting a letter from National City Bank saying that our account will be terminated in 30 days?
Right.
Right. And so immediately, what do? You call them instantly, right? And you call all the way up the food chain. And they're like, well, unless you buy one of our products, like get a CD or some, insurance product or whatever. And I'm like, well, I've had this account and it's had somewhere between, $20,000 and $400,000 in it for the past 15 years.
Right.
I don't see the problem here. Like our balance has never dropped below what you would have to run a business.
Right.
Plus, you've been playing with my money for 15 years.
It's propping up your
Right.
your tangible accounts. Your
Right.
accounts.
And they said, well, you've never paid us a penny of interest of anything. You have 4 credit cards from us and everything else.
And you pay on time. God
time.
damn it.
How about you get a car loan? How about you get a whatever? How about you get a revolving credit account? How about you get any of the things we sell?
How much interest did they pay on your deposit?
And that's what I was like. I was like, dude, this account is not an interest-bearing account. It hasn't cost you a penny. The free checks you mail me once a year aren't worth the paper they're printed on. Nobody cares. So seriously, you're going to cancel me as an account holder for 15 years. You're going to cancel me because of I'm not paying interest. Because I'm good at banking. Because I actually play by the rules.
well,
and they
that's-
were like, yeah, that sums it up.
That's the whole joke about credit.
So now we're at
numbers,
Chase.
though.
Yeah.
The whole
You're,
credit score
you're a
thing.
Chase.
Yeah.
Exactly. They lost one, they got one, Chris.
Well, let me tell you, use my name.
They like me there.
So when we were at Goshen, getting back to motorcycles.
Oh, hold
for a
on one second. I do have
Okay.
to make an alert for the crew, an alert for the group. The Cleveland Moto podcast chat page is now locked down.
Okay.
So
Uh-oh.
any of you would like to join, you'll have to fill out an application.
No dick pics, please.
But now it's locked down. Its privacy setting is now
The only thing
secure.
is, if you do submit a dick pic, it does have to be verified by Sean, and Sean is going to judge you very fucking.
Sean's going to be like,
harshly.
that's not a dick.
That's not a
Yeah,
dick.
When it's that small, you call it a penis.
a pee-pee.
It's a wiener.
You got a little pee-pee.
All right, go ahead.
But if
Sorry.
anybody was thinking that motorcycles are not universally appealing,
Yeah.
As we were sitting there doing our thing with Janice,
Right.
I hear some commotion in the background, and you see Smith wrangling some people and stuff. And there was 3 very wonderful Japanese people from Japan over doing some kind of a religious thing, right? But they happened to see motorcycles outside, so they stopped over, and they were like, "Oh, look at these, right?" And they didn't really speak a lot of English, so Chris Smith kind of picked up on that and took over and was talking to him, and he goes, "And I ride a monkey bike, and you should have seen these people." What did they do, Smith, when you said, "I ride a monkey bike"?
They shit their pants.
They screamed. They're like, "Oh, we love the monkey bike!"
Yeah, you are now officially.
Yeah.
You're one Hello Kitty away from.
So now Chris Smith is banned from Chase, but officially Japanese.
Yeah. Oh, exactly. He's
honorary-
going to get the Sean
honorary
Connery
Ja-
eye job.
Honorary Japanese Sean.
But he was talking to them, and they were loving every second. And he had them
Oh,
come
that's
in and
cool.
see stuff. It was pretty good. He
That's
was
super rad.
I have a shameless plug for Nelson's Ledges Raceway. A friend of mine, Kevin's going to be racing out there this weekend. He's actually on scene right now, listening to the podcast.
Get out of
and
here.
Paul's there with his the sidecar hack too.
So
Paul-
Paul and Andrea are there with their hack. It's going to be a lot of stuff going on at Summit or at Nelson's race.
And the reason Speedy Pete's not here is because he's at Waylon Wayne.
Oh, he's okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, Kevin's going to be out there. I'm going to go out there tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to stay 2 nights.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm going, and I don't know. You know, I know.
So you're going to be there Saturday morning?
Probably. I mean,
'Cause I'll come out early.
I can be. When are you going to be there? What
They-
am I doing? I don't
I'll
know.
leave at 7. I'll get there at 8. I'll bring coffee.
They
I'm
did
willing to
post-
match anybody's enthusiasm.
They
by-
did post the schedule for the races. So I know Andrea or Paul, one of the two, had posted the schedule. So, there's going to be some shit hot racing out there, guys. It seems like a great opportunity if you live in the Cleveland area, the greater Cleveland area, to go out and see some awesome motorcycle racing. And the admission is free 99. So that's the best thing, is you can go out and not just see racing. Be a part of the action, because that rig is sponsored by Cleveland Moto and Moto Stories and more.
And here's a pro tip too.
Yeah.
If you happen to have a set of motorcycle wheels and tires laying around, or you need new tires, they usually have a tire vendor there that has all the different kinds of brands, and they'll swap them out for like $25 a tire or something.
It
like
is
that.
the
So
cheapest place in the world to get tires mounted. Yeah, I did that for years. Yeah, definitely. If you got a tire under your arm and a wheel, they'll take care of you.
Who's going?
I don't know. Are you going? I'm going to go.
I need tires.
I'm going out Friday. I'm going to go probably
going for the
Saturday.
tires.
I don't know about Sunday. I don't know. I'm flexible on what I do. I'm going to be ready to stay over either night if I want. But
I'll meet you there Saturday morning. I'll bring coffee.
I'm not sure I want to camp out 2 nights in a row. It's not like Mid-Ohio, right? It's racing. It's not going to be, hanging out late
Drunken
night,
assholes
getting
doing
drunk,
burnout?
there's no burnout. It's going to be this is all racing. So I know Kevin's probably going to want to go to bed around 9 or 10. So it's not going to be like
it's different.
Mid-Ohio or anything like that.
Right.
No, but like the cool part about it is that it is a small enough track that you're just in the action, even as a spectator. You can go
There is
anywhere
no
you want.
pit
Yeah.
area per se. The racers are camping just like you'll be camping and,
Right.
and whatever,
I was this close to getting my race license this weekend, but I just didn't pull it together in time because he wanted me to do that too. You could sign up, take the class, then you get your license, and I could race.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know.
So, Steve, tell us about the invite from Janice.
Which one?
Janice is inviting the Cleveland Moto podcast to their reunion, or their, what do you call it, their owners'
The
weekend.
gathering?
Their owners' weekend.
It's the homecoming like they did for Saturn where everybody got electrocuted.
No, come on.
Well, we can electrocute you, Tom.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
that's
If
a-
it's
Hey, if we're in for a good time,
if
we're
it's
in for
what
a
it
good time.
takes.
Yeah.
right.
But they'd like us to come out there, and I told Grant that I would throw it out there and see if
Do you have dates yet?
I do have dates.
Oh,
Do you want me to come up with them right now?
No, that's fine.
No, you already came up with a Shanky's whip. We can post the dates
yeah,
later.
right. I mean, so far you're batting 1,000, dude. I wouldn't
All
fuck that up.
Settle the fuck down.
There's no pressure.
Do not let your reach
I'm just asking.
Thursday,
extend past your grasp.
September 18th, Friday 19th, Saturday 20th,
Okay.
Sunday 21st. So 18th through 21st.
Hey,
September.
That's-
Kurt
that-
Edwards in the house.
Kurt Edwards is in the house.
That is my wedding anniversary weekend.
yeah.
But
So
we
he's
don't
down to
have
go.
we don't have anything super big planned. We're not like going away. And it is my 4-day weekend though after. So we'll see how that works out.
And you can take the California.
Well, I'm riding the Janus out.
All right.
Ah,
All right. You
there
going to
you
put
go.
Mrs. Mack in the back?
No. I don't think there's a provision for that.
Well, we can work things out.
Mrs. Mack would have to go on the front,
Yeah, right.
facing me.
As
It is a rather
known
long
to
gas
do.
tank. It is, and you got those wide handlebars.
Yeah.
It's very, very comfortable.
But
Yeah.
Yeah, a
but
lot of
let-
extra space on that bike.
Let me say this, that Steve made such a positive impression on the folks over at Janice that they'd very much like the whole crowd to come out if we can sort it out.
Yeah. They were
Yeah.
cool guys, man. They like I got to know them a little bit compared to
No,
before.
quite a bit.
just-
Not a little bit.
Yeah.
Quite a bit. Yeah.
And they're pretty cool guys. Dude, he has way more knowledge than I anticipated involving. Like he's definitely an engineer.
Oh, yeah. Super nice guy. Super cool guy. What I think is fun is everybody that we've met from the Janus operation, right? Everybody. Every human being that we've met. They're the only company I've ever met where they'll have somebody show up at your house and install your fucking cylinder kit.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, hold. Don't ask Tom to do that. Don't ask me to do that. You're going to come to my house, a state away, 2 states away, and install my top end for me and dial my shit in? No, don't. Do not ask. That will not happen. Oh, but they do. That's fucking cool. Ryan, who was here with us, hanging out, awesome. Just
You mean
fantastic.
Kyle?
Kyle.
Yeah.
The letter Y. The letter Y confuses
I'm
me.
horrible at names,
Yeah.
but yeah, he's
Yeah.
awesome. That
Right.
dude's cool.
Yeah.
I was thinking about this when we were
Sorry,
talking
Ryan.
about this
Yeah.
during the past week.
Yeah.
This is genuinely the most affordable bespoke
Bespoke
motorcycle
It's
you can
absolutely true.
buy. Because I was thinking about that because
Yeah, it's absolutely true.
I was talking about Confederate, which became Curtis, which is now Combat.
Right.
And those are spec built. Every single one of those is built to the customer. They don't have them fucking sitting around. You have to buy them and build them. And I was thinking about this and talking about this in the back of my head. And I said, as cheap, well, I shouldn't say that, as affordable as Janus is for a 250, they still let you pick and choose what you're going to do with it, what paint you're going to use, what pinstriping, the wheels, the tires, and all this other stuff. And I thought, that's for the price, that's kind of crazy.
Well, and it's neat. I mean, and so like when I was interviewing him, he made a very distinct point of saying that these are not custom motorcycles. Like they're not grinding the frames to fit your style. They are a production motorcycle, but because they do everything in house, they are able to take your production motorcycle and then customize the production to your needs, which is, I mean, within reason.
Yeah,
with all the
it's,
stuff
it's a
about it.
cool thing, and it's just again, nobody here is trying to say like, oh yeah,
No.
everybody should have one of these. No, this is the bike that you have when you're like, okay, either I really want a lot of attention, or well, it's what it is, right?
Well, yeah.
You can't go to the fucking grocery store in a Janus without it
I rode
costing
it-
you an
I rode
extra
it-
half an
I
hour of
rode
your
it
life.
4
Well, I mean, when
blocks
you're
when I got
getting into it, you're not getting performance. You're not getting like rail sharp handling. You're not getting all this stuff.
You're not even getting
style.
anonymity.
Yeah.
Right.
Right? I know friends, my friends back in the day said, I got facial tattoos so fucking motherfuckers would stay away from me. And now they're like, that backfired.
Yeah.
Because now everybody wants to talk to me about my facial tattoos.
That's what I
now
got.
everybody's
I
got Sharpie dicks.
I originally got tattoos below my elbows because I didn't want to have a real job.
Exactly.
And then real jobs are like, no, you can come work with us.
Right.
I was like, fuck.
Well, you're on camera. You should get some more tattoos.
Well, come on.
We want to up the credibility.
Yeah.
It's a biker podcast.
They're
so it's a
hiring you
biker
even with
show.
a long
So
hair.
wait, you consider what you do a real job?
Who's getting paid to go to a racetrack tomorrow?
Right,
Who's
exactly.
not?
Sounds
Yeah.
pretty real to me.
So you see what I'm saying.
Well, like I said, I'm the straightest looking motorcycle mechanic ever.
The only right, exactly. Right. How alternative are you? No tattoos.
No tattoos.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
That's a weirdo.
it's pretty fucking weird. Stay
Like
away from that guy.
Like that
Doesn't have
fucking
any tattoos.
that straight edge fucking guy that's always the lead singer that's like you're gonna fucking die in a pit when he gets on. That's me.
That's that guy. Yeah.
Dude, you
Time
got
out. Time out. Shanky's Tanuki.
Oh, Tanuki.
There it is.
There it is.
Drink to the Tanuki. To the
Tanuki-san.
Tanuki. To his giant fucking balls. That's kind of the thing about the motorcycles. For a long time, my motorcycles that I had were the motorcycles that I could afford. Meaning that when I got to Germany, I didn't tear Germany apart to find a 1969 BMW R69. I did not tear Germany apart to find that motorcycle. I went down to the literal motorcycle breaker's yard and walked through it and said, I have $1,200. That is my budget, and I must have a motorcycle that I can drive around Germany on. And so the guy at the breaker's yard was like, this is going to be the easiest $1,200 I have ever made selling this dumbass GI who speaks 19 words of German, the worst motorcycle I have here.
Das ist verboten.
So I refused the Yamaha, and instead I took the second worst motorcycle he had there, which was the BMW R69. And I took it because my entire logic strategy was, this was 1987. That motorcycle was exactly the same number of years as I was, 18 years old. It was not a classic motorcycle. It was a common motorcycle.
And it was made there.
And it was made there,
Yeah.
very close to where I bought it.
It's like buying a
You could
Bajaj in
probably
India.
find parts.
And that was my whole logic chain was, no matter where I go with my military paycheck kind of ass, anywhere I go in Europe, the parts for this bike are going to be nearby. Nobody's going to be waiting 2 or 3 days. They'll probably be able to take the parts off of the bike that's in the back room. And that proved true for the 3 years that I lived there. That motorcycle, I never had to wait for parts for it. It was, and all of my other friends, if you think for a second, all my other friends in the barracks had 18-year-old BMWs, sir, you are wrong. All my other friends in the barracks had 1 and 2-year-old Hondas, Yamahas, and Ninjas, right?
I wasn't the field rep for the Vintage Japanese Motorcycle Club because I had
you had an
money.
abundance of capital.
Because I had money.
Because I had
It
a
might have
collection
been- it might as well have been the Vintage $500 Motorcycle Club.
Yeah.
Well, that was the joke you said about the Mitsubishi Silver Pigeon. Is you were the president of the Mitsubishi Silver Pigeon Club because you had 10 of the
2
fuckers.
of them.
Yeah.
I had 2 of them at the same time.
And then somebody came up and said, "Boy, I'd really like to own those." And you went, "Here, take them."
Yeah, I mean,
Gone.
like, my
Instantly.
favorite search when back in the Craigslist days was bikes under $500. That's
course.
all I ever
Transportation
looked at.
specials.
Yeah,
Yeah, transpo specials.
My favorite thing was non-running with a title.
Right. That's the game how we started. We started because we had
I haven't
a
stopped.
small amount of money and it's infected us, right? Yeah. And so for people that want, technology, there are motorcycles for that.
I think one of the first times I met you, I was like, "Do you have anything with a title for like $500?"
Yes, absolutely.
You were like,
Phil being Phil is like, "Well, you have $500 and I will find a title."
Right.
He's like, if I could, I think you said if there was a bike with $500, yes, exactly.
That's exactly what I said.
If you can find a bike for
Right.
$500 with a title, I'm interested.
Right. Yeah, I'm out there bidding against you, dude.
Yeah.
Right. We're both looking for the exact same bike. Right. If I had a $500 bike with a title, I wouldn't be giving it to you.
I look back and I realize I paid $1,000 for my first non-running Allstate 125, and I go, "Was I dumb?"
Oh my God, that is way too much money. That is. People talked about you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. People were like, "Tom,
that guy
what
was
the fuck's wrong
and
with
the
that
funny
guy?"
and the funny thing is, I almost bought I think the Tartran. He had a Tartran and the Allstate. I bought the Allstate.
What's worse
and I
than a
was
Vespa?
Still
A
mad.
Russian Vespa.
A Russian Vespa.
Yeah. Go ahead, Sleepy.
I was going to say something else, so go ahead and finish.
Oh, so basically the whole idea of this motorcycle culture and the way it is there are so many channels that you can be involved in. And when you talk about like, oh yeah, we're going to go to a motorcycle event this weekend. Cool. I need way more information.
I want to replicate the Top Gear episode where they all ride bikes in Vietnam.
The Vietnam
Oh,
and then they turn them into amphibious vehicles
Yeah.
and go to a bar. We need to do the same thing.
It might be my number one favorite piece of television that's ever existed.
I'm not building a bridge.
No, not that one.
No, that's the end of that episode.
Yes.
They
but-
built a bridge.
No. That's a different one.
I think it is.
Okay.
Believe
Yeah.
me, I'm
Yeah.
versed.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right. Encyclopedic knowledge of Top Gear.
Yeah. Well, I only get like part of
Clarkson.
an episode. Like I wake up, I see a little.
Oh,
Episode,
really?
Like it's a treat whenever I'm like, oh, that's a part of the episode I never saw because I was sleeping.
Because you were sleeping during it? Yeah. Yeah, it's fun.
Well, I mean, maybe
That's
that's,
part of my
maybe
sleep
that's the next
homeostasis.
transition to our YouTube live thing is to do these crazy because you all have done the
Well, they did the trucks, too.
electric
They did
bike
the cars, too.
shootouts,
Right.
that kind of stuff. Maybe it's
Look, it went on for 20 fucking years, man.
Yeah.
You're not going to scratch the surface of that. I love all the people who are like, I've had way too many people pitch me this idea. Hey, man, do you know your shop is cool? What you guys are doing with the podcast is cool. Like you guys are doing the bike build off thing, and you did that thing. You know what you guys should do? Hold on, stop talking. Let me get a pencil and paper, and I'm gonna write this down.
get naked and do Jaeger bombs.
Top Gear for motorcycles. Okay, I write that down on the piece of paper, and I put it in their hand, and I go, read that. Yeah, man, Top Gear for motorcycles. That's what I was going to say. Yeah, you're the 9,000th unoriginal cockhole that came up and said that. You've seen Top Gear 10 years late, 15 years late. You were impressed by it, and you thought, it'd be great if somebody else
Talk about a job that's
made
not a
something
real
fun
job.
for me to watch.
Oh,
They
your
did-
job is to
Right.
drive
Yeah.
the most fantastic cars in the world.
Yeah.
Your job is to take the most fantastic car trips through.
Yeah, but
across,
it must have some issues because the dude punched a guy in the face and got fired.
And then he got rehired by the same guy, and
Right.
when he became a multi-billionaire, hired that guy back.
Yeah.
Right.
Turns out there have been people in my life I have punched and who have punched me, and
Yes.
we're still good friends to this day.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I'm telling
just
you,
saying that
I'm
it's
telling you, in the middle of the orgy, you never know whose face you're punching.
Right.
I'm just saying, as a guy who does video for a living
Right.
besides YouTube stuff,
It
it's
was-
not all fun, man.
No, it's
Sets
not
are
all
It was
fun.
burning, man. We didn't know any better. It was all sand.
I spent 8 hours today not building the fun motorcycle I wanted to build.
Yeah.
I spent 8 hours today on administerial horseshit. Arguing with distributors, arguing with vendors over dumb shit, people that have been stealing money from me that I'm trying to claw that money back from them, you know. And what nobody is, it's got to be just drinking beer, smoking cigarettes, and talking shit about motorcycles all day long.
I had to diagnose
Yeah.
Sign
a
me up.
multimedia computer
Right.
on a 150cc scooter
Right.
that wouldn't talk to a Bluetooth pickup.
Right. That's what we do.
That is what we
Most
do.
of it's just completely inane.
Like it literally is half the stuff I did with IT support and half the stuff I've done with motorcycles mashed together while I sit in front of a computer going, "Fucking talk, you piece of shit."
Yeah. I'm not going to try.
I love when you try to do something like 10 times.
Yeah.
And then on the 11th time it works.
That's
The same
always
thing.
the.
You did it once. You did it again. Come on, you motherfucker. And then all of a sudden it works. And you're like, why didn't it work?
Oh,
Why
the-
first
oh, the
fucking
funny-
time?
Did it not work the first 400
The funny part
times?
was last night when I was trying to get the V85 Gucci to start talking to my phone and it wouldn't talk. And I'm like, "Motherfucker, what the hell's?" And I watched the video and I was like, "Wait a minute."
Yeah.
And I took the thing off and it didn't have the box on it at all. And I went,
No.
"Oh fuck."
It was gone. There was none there.
I shits thou not. Nissan, the cruelest fucking thing is their throttle body reset. You have to, it's like,
It's
oh,
not
no.
just disconnect the battery.
Oh, no, God, no. It's disconnect the battery,
Right.
turn the key on, turn the key off.
Yeah.
Press the brake pedal to the floor for
Yep.
2 seconds. Leave it off for 5 seconds. Turn the key on. Mash the throttle to the floor. Let it off. Like it's this thing.
Oh, my God.
It's like a 15-step thing that you have to do perfectly.
Right.
And I did it 10,000 times trying to nail it,
Can't I just put electrodes on its
all of a
nipples
sudden,
and be
like
done with
one,
it?
and I was driving the car, it wouldn't
Right.
run right and
Right.
everything. Well, all of a sudden, one day, I'm like, I pulled in. I just stopped driving. I pulled into Charter One or Citizens Bank, and I'm like, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get this. I'm not leaving here till I get it. And all of a sudden, like one time, the fucking light blanked, and it did something different. And I was like, oh wait. That's it. So it was almost doing it. I'm almost close. And all of a sudden, bam, it did it.
It did it.
Went to an idle, reset, everything. I'm like, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I put 200, I'm not kidding, 200 miles on the Honda Element trying to get it to go through all of its cycles
Right.
so that I could pass fucking emissions.
I mean, I literally had a stopwatch. They're like, you
Yeah.
have to push
yeah.
it, wait
Then
5 seconds,
three-
push it again, wait
Yeah.
20 seconds, push. And I was like, push it,
Right.
wait 5 seconds. 1,
Bop it.
2, 3, 4, 5. Push it again.
Yep.
You got to have a stopwatch. And
I was literally, I
Oh,
had
yeah.
done that,
Right.
and I couldn't make it work. And then all of a sudden, bam.
Oh, I was
it
trying to
worked.
tell a customer the other day, okay, read your manual, because my big thing around the shop is RTFM.
Yep.
Because about 99.7% of the questions that I get asked on a daily basis are literally in the book that's under their seat that they expect me to know better than they do, and they have the book under their seat. And the bike changes. And I'm supposed to know all the books, everything inside of them. So usually I'm just like, dude, get out your book. Find it. There's a glossary. There's an index. Look it up. 4 seconds, not 5, not 3. This is the holy hand grenade, right? And it's like, okay, so is that 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000? Or is it 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi? Or depending on the bike, is it 1 pasta fagioli, 2 pasta fagiolis, 3 pasta fagiolis? Like, it's devious. It's demonic.
Firmware update changes
Yep.
every fucking thing.
Everything. Every fucking
So
thing.
every model bike and every model bike, because when I got there was the leftover 23, so I have 23, 24, and 25. And depending on the year, make and model determines which firmware it has, which
Outrageous.
software package it has, which dashboard it has, which key it has.
Which does point to the simplicity and the clarity of owning a motorcycle that does not have any of those things. right? It does point to the clarity, and it does point to the simplicity of having a motorcycle that has none of those things. And that makes me like, okay,
Well, now we're back to Janus.
Well, appreciate why that happens.
I just spent 2 days maintaining our Kubota RTV 900 side by side at work.
Oh, yeah.
So 2 days, okay. But I was doing, this has 1,100 hours on it.
Okay.
So it was past its 600,
Well past
its
the 600,
700,
yeah.
it's all of its things. So there's a 40-point thing that you're supposed to do. And we hadn't done that. And I'm like, I'm going to do this.
You're going to do it, right?
And I, started
Your
from
job
the
is
top
to
of-
maintain the equipment. I'm going to maintain the equipment.
Well, the good thing is it's Kubota and not John Deere, which the second you would try to service it would send a satellite notice back to home base, and they would brick your fucking ECM.
I love you saying that how Kubota didn't do the same thing, because Kubota did exactly
they
the
did.
same thing.
Well, not-
so get off your I hate John Deere and Harley Davidson horse and accept the fact, Tom, that
Kubota-
they're all doing that.
Kubota's doing it.
Tom,
Wow.
go out and turn the wrench off on Sleepy's BMW.
I don't have my GS 911.
I do. It cost me $400.
There you go. You need specialized hardware. Go turn the wrench off on my Triumph motorcycle.
Thought I did that.
You can't.
Well, I had the,
You tried, you failed.
Oh.
Yeah.
But I
so,
like the way-
So let's not just throw Harley and John Deere under the
Oh
bus.
no! I mean, brick isn't shutting
it's-
the motorcycle down.
It's everybody.
Yeah.
There
Yeah.
was a purity and satisfaction, though, of just going through the manual
Yep.
and saying, and go to this line, and it says, check the radiator hose, page 97. Go to page 97. Look at the proper procedure for checking the radiator
That's
hose.
awesome.
Go to it's next on the list.
Right.
I changed the trans fluid. I changed the oil. I changed all the filters. I changed every little thing. I went grease points. I went to the page and I looked at all the grease points, and I greased every point. There's grease fittings. There's spray grease, and I greased everything. And it was like, you know what? This thing deserves it because it's been like our best little mule, and we need it.
You need it. You
and
can't live without it.
It's so nice in the wintertime when you get in the cab and close the doors and turn the heat on and you're buzzing. You're like, you don't have to be out walking
I don't
around.
want to not have this in my life.
No, sir.
So what I had to do is I'm holding in my right hand the owner's manual for zero electric motorcycles. My hand is empty.
I see that.
Okay. I'm holding in my left hand the owner's manual for every known zero electric motorcycle. That's right, it's a thumb drive. I had to go, because I'm a authorized zero tech, I literally went and downloaded every single owner's manual for every zero electric motorcycle onto this thumb drive. Because as a dealer, I come in contact with a lot of questions that I might not be capable of answering without knowledge of the latest firmware. Here's bad news, folks. What else I have in here is the firmware for all these motorcycles. Now, I have used this little thumb drive to win arguments because Zero changed its owner's manuals to accommodate manufacturing. Yep.
That was a mistake.
Sean O'Hara says, on my automobiles, most of them I can reset myself. That's true. On some of your...
Well, that's because everything is required to have OBD2.
OBD2.
And most. Because he asked a valid question, but get back.
Yeah,
go with this first.
This is why this is important, is I've had customers come up to me and say, I did the thing that my owner's manual told me to do. Sir, you did the thing that the 2022 version of your owner's manual told you to do. Since then, they've changed their mind 3 times. And if you're doing the thing that they told you to do in 2022, the firmware that they wrote in 2024 makes what you were told to do in 2022 the worst thing you can possibly do for your motorcycle. So when you brick the battery, $4,000, that is now your fault. But I have the owner's manual. I literally printed out a copy of it. You do. And you did what's printed on the page. I did. Yes, but they changed the owner's manual when they rewrite the firmware and they change the way the bike operates.
It's what we call a living document.
It's a living document. It's what we're literally trained to tell our customers, that the owner's manual is a living document. And therefore, just because you took the time and went to Kinko's and printed that cocksucker out doesn't mean it's the Bible. The Bible changes a lot too. So it is not a permanent document. It is, in fact, what was right when you bought your bike. But since then, your bike is not your bike anymore. Your bike has been modified from the bike you bought. It's now a slightly different bike than the bike you purchased. And I can understand why people get pissed off at that.
Well, Sean says, so I saw someone in one of the chat channels who bought a scan tool just to save them the service visit to reset the oil change indicator. That's exact.
And
To
that's
one
exactly-
person.
That's
that-
exactly why I bought the
that's that-
911.
I got a drawer of those cocksuckers.
Well, that's that. I was gonna say that's that Autech we just bought
Yeah.
with like the 12,000 connectors to it.
I got a drawer of them. I bought a scan tool that won't work on anything I own just because it came with 18 connectors.
Yeah.
Right.
So the value of the connectors in the box was greater than the value of the scan tool.
And you constantly have to update the firmware on it because they constantly update what it works on because every year a new bike comes out.
Well, yeah. And that's the money. The money's in the subscriptions. The money's in the subscriptions for the service software. And that's why it chaps my ass when I get customer A come into the shop and say, hey, I just spent $400 on a map from, Flying Toboggan, and I spent $400 on this map, and my bike runs like shit. I'm like, well, bad news.
Yeah.
Bad news. The version of Flying Toboggan software that you bought, that you purchased, really wasn't great for your particular bike in your particular scenario, in your particular situation. And if you did anything, you may have accidentally let your bike revert back to the factory map, and you left Flying Toboggan's $400 map in the dust, right? And people don't realize is that if you spent all the money on a map, you spent all the money on firmware, and then you go and have your bike even have your oil changed, the tech is probably going to hook it up to the computer.
It's actually one of the first things I'm supposed to have to do.
Because the company that paid, the company that literally he's paying a service subscription to says, if we want to preserve your warranty, we have to prove that you were here. And so the first thing I'm supposed to do is hook your bike up to that software. And if somebody comes in and goes, whoa, 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 hey, dude, just letting you know, I've got the world's fastest Royal Enfield 500, and I don't want you hooking it up to any new firmware programs because I've got a fresh, spicy map in there. And you go, well, then I can't do anything for you. I can change your oil. I can change your filter. I can put a new spark plug in it. That's what I can do. That's what I'm going to do here. I'll adjust your chain. I'll adjust your cables. I'll do all that stuff. But I'm going to have to make a special note that says you refused an update. Bad news, guys. Shanky's mixed with ginger beer is good, too. Yeah,
I know. It is
Yeah,
really
Matt.
good, but I'm really enjoying it just straight up on the rocks.
This shit is like mother's milk. It is way too good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm drinking it on the
You
rocks,
mentioned
too.
subscriptions.
Yeah.
They're weaseling into everything. So my fucking race suit with the airbag.
Yeah, you have a
I have to
subscription
pay
for
a
your
yearly
airbag.
subscription to have it in race mode.
And here's my problem, is that is literally a safety device.
Yeah.
Right.
So if I buy a boat and the Coast Guard says I have to have 8 life vests on my boat, how long before I have to have 8 subscriptions for the life vests on my boat?
So you don't
Otherwise-
sink.
So they don't sink.
Don't
right?
put that out in the fucking
You know,
world,
I
man.
know,
That's gonna be next week. Goddamn.
You guys racing and everything's got me looking at Packy Leathers on eBay. I'm like, well, I never bought my Packy Leathers. Maybe this is my time to get fucking
Man.
dyed to the bone.
You don't need.
No, but dude, it was the greatest day ever for John
Died
to be
to
there.
the bone. I like
Because
that.
like compared to most days when it'd be like I'd be like a big guy,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
There were like 9 water buffalo dudes riding that
Clydesdale
day.
class.
Like, dude, there were guys that made John just look small.
Yeah.
Like, and they were on. They made the one guy looked like he was riding a Grom, but he was on like a 1000
Supermo?
RR or something
really?
like that. Like it was insane how big this dude was.
We have a friend who's pretty big, and he rides a Supermo.
Oh, yeah.
And he rides a Supermo, and he's a pretty big dude.
It's like a butt floss for him. He's like, like that.
I mean,
Fucking
if you could find a beef bag to put me in,
Right.
I'm kind of interested in it.
2 cow leathers. That's it.
So speaking of bikes and all that stuff, have you seen? So this has kind of been hot news all over the internet. People are things. So everybody liked the new Kawasaki 4-cylinder 400, especially for track
Pretty much,
days.
yeah.
It's a spicy little bike,
Everyone liked it, yeah.
right? So I don't know if you say Vogue or Vogue, but the Vogue RR 500S. It's the VOGE RR 500S. It's a 475cc inline 4, producing about 76 horsepower and 47 foot-pounds of torque with a red line of 14,000 RPMs. And it weighs like 470 pounds. Wow. So, and the thing is, I guess the price is supposed to be around $7,000 or $8,000 for this thing. And then the Ninja that they're selling is like 14,000.
And is this, so this is going to be,
I mean, it's got all the right things.
I mean, this is their sport bike category, right?
Top speed of 136 miles an hour for a fucking basically 400cc bike.
Okay, it's not on.
6-speed, tubular frame, cast aluminum, double arm, inverted telescopic forks. The whole
standard
thing.
shit.
Yeah. But four piston dual front brakes, the whole thing.
This
Supposed
is
to be
not the
pretty good.
RR660.
Nope, it's
S.
the VOGE RR500S.
Oh, it's its own brand.
It's Vogue.
Vogue.
Yeah, VOGE. Vogue.
Yeah.
They exist. They're
Like
a thing.
like the Vogue 260.
Yeah.
I
They're
was
Vogue.
going to say.
And it's a halfway decent looking bike in red. I mean,
This is yet another brand name that both Phil and I would look at you and go, "Are you
Oh,
dumb?"
yeah. You fucking,
Tell me but where does it say, and does it say, the horsepower?
76.
76.
It's not on their website yet. Curiously, it's
Vogue
not on their website.
RR500 leaked.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
I see that. That's why I went. That
God.
is why I went to their
It's like-
website to substantiate said rumor.
Yeah.
And that is not yet on their website,
Well,
but it
people are-
is in
yeah.
fact.
People are riding them. There's videos, first ride.
Yeah, it's weird that they wouldn't take such a popular motorcycle and put it on their website.
I will say that all the videos on YouTube are not from America right now.
Yeah, that could be.
It's
a thing.
weird that people would go, "Hey, you know what? I really want to own a Vogue."
Well, I
That's
mean,
that's like telling one of us that we would be like, "Hey,
Yeah, but I mean, if the performance is there,
Yeah.
I mean, for a track bike, if you're looking for a nice
do you remember that
400cc track bike,
Do you remember that big obnoxious thing that Phil had at Mid Ohio that was like a Bergman but like down market?
Which one?
The big 260.
the 260cc. That was a Vogue.
That was a Vogue.
That was a Vogue.
Well,
that
yeah,
was
but
a
what
Vogue.
year was that made?
The Vogue
10
on
years ago?
Destroyer.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and that's the because like
Right.
this is that CF Moto conversation.
All
all
the
over
names
again.
have been
like,
taken.
Oh my god!
All the names
Like
have been taken.
I'm just waiting for
I think
I am waiting for Rakita to come back with a
That's
super
one name
bike.
that doesn't go well with the anal game. The anal Vogue. Oh,
Anal
okay.
Vogue.
Yeah,
Oh,
I am waiting for Rakita 1000 RR Super Sport.
anal Rakita.
That was another thing that was interesting about our trip on Saturday is that Smith pointed out, and then sure enough, like that area produces all the RVs in the entire world.
Oh.
Like every fucking
Settle
manufacturer.
down,
Raper,
not
raper.
the entire
Say the word
world.
StarCraft,
Yeah. Or
and
any-
you are transported to Goshen, Indiana.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that is the wide spot in the road between Chicago and Cleveland, and that is where they're building all the RV stuff.
Well, so we got into
Don
the,
Raper is like the
Don
Oh,
Raper's,
yeah.
he's mayor.
90% of the RVs you see like on the road are from Don Raper.
Yeah, we vote Raper.
But I told them about the
the
anal
raper.
game, and they enjoyed that quite
oh
a
yeah,
bit.
yeah.
Anal Raper.
Anal Coachman.
Sure, they know
Mine
all about
mine was
the
a
anal game.
conquest. Anal
What's the-
conquest.
I like the Raptor,
that was-
the anal Raptor is
Anal
one of my
Raptor.
favorite.
All right, all right.
Hey, that's a Sean O'Hara
It all,
comment.
start,
actually.
all of it started
But-
with one bike, by the way.
Shh. Chris is going to say something.
But
But we like butts.
Anal.
Richard pointed out that there's pieces parts made by a company over there that makes medical grade pieces parts. So
Yeah, carburetor needles.
yeah, carburetor needles and dog shit, for lack of a better phrase. But you know, they really do have high quality people working on their stuff as opposed to what
You.
me.
Right. Yeah.
Right. Thank you. Or
Because Caucasians
folks-
are just too damn big.
or,
no, but you know it's-
or folks in Texas or New Orleans or
But let me ask you this: take the
teasing
motorcycle
Those
stuff.
cocksuckers from New Orleans.
yeah.
Take the motorcycle stuff out of it, though, right? So, like the town itself, Goshen, right? There's all these manufacturing. There's people making shit everywhere in Goshen.
It's like America
happened?
used to be.
What happened to Cleveland? We have all these warehouses.
You know,
and now they're all these breweries
but
that
wait,
are closing.
But
down.
wait, I'm just ready to tell you, you could do the same thing here in
You
Cleveland.
certainly could.
That's
You
true.
could probably do the same thing in
But-
my small town in Pennsylvania. There's an amazing amount of stuff that's still going on that you
just
really
don't know
could
about.
if you
But
just
what
went out
about-
there and looked for it.
if
What
there's the
about
demand?
What about the marketability though of loft condos with great views of downtown?
You want plastics? I worked in the plastics industry for a while. It was a big thing when these salesmen were retiring. They would actually buy the old defunct presses, put them in their backyard in a building, and they're like, okay, I'll pop off stuff in my retirement just for fun. I'll set this press up and just let it run. And if you came up to them and said, here's a 3-cavity mold to do the side panels and something, all this plastic stuff, they would run it. I mean,
Bingo.
they're out there. It's all over this country.
Hey Chris. Hey Phil. Do you want
No,
a bridge?
I'm
do you want a
Chris.
Bridgeport?
I'm Chris here.
You're Chris. Hey, Chris, do you want a Bridgeport?
I saw a thing that they were selling. There was like
Ed Delzani has
somebody
two of
had
them.
20
See?
Bridgeports for
I
sale
saw,
on Marketplace or something.
I saw them they were passing my house.
Yeah.
There was 2 trailers with 10 Bridgeports on each trailer.
Yeah.
The dude must have bought them from an old factory, and they didn't look blown out. They looked nice. But I can't imagine how much weight was on that trailer.
Yeah,
10 of
that's
those
what
fucking
killed me.
things?
It was the first time I did
who
one.
cares?
It was insane.
They're Bridgeports for fuck's
They're
sake.
going from one place to another, and they're still here. I mean, like,
Yeah.
so,
Well, I mean, how could
and
you?
they're still
I
functional.
don't think you can hurt that thing. It's so.
I mean, I'm just saying it's here. It's available if somebody chooses to do it.
Well, but that's still the issue.
So they
Even-
said that the Bridgeport is the only machine that can make a Bridgeport.
Yeah.
But the same logic goes with most 3D printers.
Yeah.
So like that the concept. No, I'm not joking.
Yeah,
but
70 years later.
right. One of the best advertisement that they had done was with Bridgeport. Was they just said, with our machine, it's so universal. It's so adaptable. I mean, I was trained to run a Bridgeport. That was the first piece of milling machine equipment I was ever trained on, and that advertisement about with a Bridgeport, it's so good it can make another Bridgeport, right? Well, guess what, guys? A whole lot of that Bridgeport machine is cast,
Right.
and a Bridgeport can't cast metal.
Yeah.
It just can't. It just can't. I love the Bridgeport. It's great. I think it's super cool. It has no casting applications. It's not what it does. There's no heat. There's no molds. There's no fire. There's no dyes. That's fine. It could technically machine down other pieces, but if you look at the size of the pieces Bridgeports are made of, they don't fit on the table. Sorry, guys. I love Bridgeports, and they're super cool, but if you can sit down and make a Bridgeport with a Bridgeport, my hat's off to you, because the part that makes it so heavy is cast.
Yeah.
It's so it doesn't fall over, and they don't hardly ever fall over.
If you wanted to make motorcycle engines,
Right.
and you had the design,
Right.
you could find somebody to cast the cases. You could find all of the pieces. It could be completely domestically produced
Right.
in this country easily, no problem.
Absolutely.
Would it make money? Would it be cost effective?
What do you
I don't
know?
know, but it can be done.
Those are the Bridgeports on
Yep.
the fucking trailer.
Right.
That said didn't exist.
Yeah, and to let you understand that
You should put
those,
that in the chat, Sleepy.
if it's
My eyes are terribly blue tonight.
if it's the world's most basic Bridgeport, which is
They're
called,
lovely blue.
and anybody wants to know like how to judge a Bridgeport, if you're like kind of a guy, a Bridgeport nerd, I'm going to tell you guys the secret. The very first ever Bridgeport machine that was available to the consumers and the most popular one ever built, it's called the Series 1. I shit you not. It's literally called the Series 1. It's the Series 1. It's the one everybody has. But they weigh 2,200 pounds before you get into heads and all kinds of cool shit. So it's a fucking straight ton for just the base model, for nothing else going on.
I just know. You know what Shanky's whip is?
Yeah?
It's Irish cream without the cream.
It is Irish cream without the cream. You're exactly right. I think you're absolutely
How do you love it?
right.
Oh, I fucking love it.
Yeah.
You know who else loves it? Mrs. Mac.
Nice.
Oh, whoa! What have you been up to? I didn't know she liked it.
Believe me.
The
She will.
Take a nip home tour.
Anybody interested in seeing
I like it when she brings a couple nips to me.
Anybody interested
So
in
to
seeing
speak.
the Bridgeports? They are posted to the ClevelandMoto podcast
Oh, yeah, yeah.
chat. All 7 of them, sorry,
is-
not
so
10,
that's
but
7 tons.
Yeah.
That's 14,000 pounds, right? That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot of weight. The knee mills and stuff like that. They did build America. They built America. They built our industry. They built our war effort. Like those things, fucking legendary. Absolutely. And if you're ever in Cleveland and you want to just get your fucking nerd on real fucking hard, you can go to HGR. And if you've never been to HGR, is this the Feeds and Speeds podcast now? Yes. Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, I'm going to fire up my Hazit. You're all going to be in trouble. Let's get Chim Chim on here. Yeah, we can, yeah. That's literally a shit ton of Bridgeports. Hey, Moto Gumbo paid $5 to make that joke. I'm going to call
Well
attention.
worth it. Well
That is
worth
a
it.
shit ton of Bridgeports.
I drink to that, but I don't have any more.
Oh, well, you know,
oh, we gotta
how
get
much
the
would you like
Shankies.
of this?
Shank.
Yankees.
Now to your left,
Phil will
to the
approve
right,
those picks next week.
to the back.
What's that? What do you say?
Phil will
Phil will approve those picks next week. Yeah, all right. Yeah, send them in. Send them, boys. Send them. We'll
Go,
approve as
Johnny,
they come
go.
through.
We're already at 50% Shanky's
Go,
whip.
Johnny.
Yeah,
Go.
John is going to be like,
I'm on my second. Yeah.
in 5 minutes, he's
Oh,
going to be like
dude.
all the way down into Cybertrucks are rusting.
If this keeps up,
I'll
the
never
only-
be that fucked
If
up.
this keeps up, the OnlyFans is going to be tipping tonight.
Gonna be so smoking. Yeah.
So I was going to say, check in on our secret line.
If somebody else is paying you to do your job, you should spend some time on HGR. Go to HGR. It's called HGR Inc. Incorporated or HGRinc.com. It is one of my favorite places when we have new mechanics or anybody else to take them to HGR. It used to be a TRW. It's the old TRW factory, so it's massive. You can see it from space.
That's where my dad worked.
Yeah, it's
At Pleasant Valley or no?
no on Euclid Avenue in
Okay,
in
yeah.
Euclid. So it's a really cool spot, but you will see shit at HGR that you didn't know that you needed.
Yeah.
You'll have no idea that you needed portable collapsible baskets. Yeah.
But they're there.
But there they are. And by the way,
Like,
go ahead and
goddamn
throw
it.
this up.
I'll try.
Not only
it
can
working?
you do it?
It's not coming up.
It's not coming up.
It's still not. No, your output sucks.
I don't know what happened.
I'm gonna try unplugging it.
Oh wait,
and
now
plugging
it's there. There you go.
Well, it
Oh,
was there.
You had it there.
Wait for a second. There you go. Try it again.
Hold
I
on.
assure you, it's fully inserted. It's balls deep,
I
as
had
they
you
say.
for a second, and now you're. Oh wait, there
it
you
is.
were.
There it is.
Okay.
There it is.
There
There
we
it
go.
is. My friends, you can own not one, not two, but no less than 5 portable collapsible baskets for $149. Yeah, dude, that's $30 a basket. That's $30 a basket. And do you know what the capacity is? 1 million pounds. They could carry the planet. Those baskets are the heaviest baskets you're ever going to see in your fucking life. And you know what they come with?
Do they have casters?
They have giant, scary casters on the bottom of them. If
Holy
you don't
cow.
have one of those casters, you'd be amazed at how frequently you can use it to move motorcycles around your shop. I promise you, the shit that's at, or if you just need fire extinguishers, they have a whole row of just fire extinguishers. And if you look carefully, a lot of them are still in date. And they're $5. Do you know what an industrial fire extinguisher costs? A lot more than $5.
gonna say, not $5.
$5. The amount of shit that I have got at HGR for my business, including 100% of our shelving, our industrial shelving for pallet shelving and stuff, I went in there and they filled my truck with pallet shelving for $200.
I hear they excel at shelving.
They excel at shelving. They're excellent at shelving. Yeah, they have so much cool shit in that place. And if you like robots, I love robots. I love industrial robots only because of the stickers, the warning stickers that are on them of humans being just torn asunder and rendered in twain. And I will just go up and lightly steal some of those stickers off those machines because I love, like, Do Not Dance with Robots is my favorite sticker.
Dude, we
Because
used to
they
go-
win every time.
When I was in college, there was kind of like a place like that in Akron. We'd go and try to find weird shit, you know, whatever. My buddy, my buddy stole a roll of stickers that said for anal use only. And so we'd go in those places and all these weird machines, we'd stick the for anal use only stickers.
Oh, hell yes. Absolutely. Yeah. Your friend tells you something weighs something, don't take his word for it. There is a set of calibration weights at HGR in its own custom-made wooden box
there you
that
have it.
literally says calibration weights on it. You can't get any more straight ahead than that. And that would be like, okay, so do you know what level is? Because I know what level is, and you can't handle this much level.
We have a scale at work that goes up 5 decimal points, like 5. It's
Yeah.
like, and you have a calibration weight, which you have to wear the glove to handle.
No
and you have
way.
to set it on the scale and close the door. It's all enclosed. I mean,
Oh, that's cool.
yeah, it's super. You can't breathe on it.
Yeah, I love that. It literally comes with a 5 pound, a 1 pound, a 100 gram, and a 10 gram weight. So you can calibrate your shit. And I'm like, that's just cool stuff that you just wouldn't think immediately would be like at an industrial supply. And the reason HGR exists, by the way, is that Cleveland went out of business about 25 years ago. So when Cleveland went out of business, all the stuff had to go somewhere. And HGR was like, okay, we'll get there.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Is there such thing as too many fire extinguishers? Not with this crew.
Not when there's a fire. I can tell you that. Last summer was my summer of catching things on fire, and I can tell you there were not enough fire extinguishers. I burnt down 2 garden tractors. I have the one twice.
Yeah, it is a strong recommendation for CO2 fire extinguishers. CO2 fire extinguishers. It's just one
I
of
was
those
looking
things-
for an old can of beer. Was ultimately what put the one fire out. A little bit of summer shit or what?
anything.
This Natter Days.
It's any port in a storm, man.
Shake it up and crack it.
You remember the big old giant fire extinguishers on wheels?
Oh yeah.
They sell them at HGR for $150. That'll put out your friend's fire. Like, that's serious. It weighs 425 pounds, and you can pay money to have it recharged. And it's got a 40-foot hose on it, and that's one fire extinguisher you can keep in the corner of your shop and just always put out fires.
I was fortunate enough to stock up on fire extinguishers because I was like the last guy to touch a lot of the city vehicles.
Okay,
So
yeah.
I ganked fire extinguishers out of them. And then even at work, when they come through and do the fire extinguishers, there's always a handful that age out, and we get to keep those. So it's like, you want fire extinguisher? We got fire extinguishers.
Nice.
They're not in date. They haven't been checked, but I'm pretty fucking sure they'll work.
Right. Oh, yeah. That's the thing with fire extinguishers.
Justin says this is like watching industrial equipment QVC.
It really is. Dude. Yes.
Dude, if I ever get my my godson's father
that's
up
not
here,
good.
this is where I'm taking him because he is just going to spend an entire fortune.
But this is what happens. Last week we
Right.
did so much motorcycle content we blew ourselves out.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
and the week
Right.
before that, we talked about airplanes for like 9 hours.
We did. Yeah, we did. Even if you have a streak of like, I'm somewhat forklift gay, like I'm forklift curious, go to HGR. You'll be like, you will know the difference between like a 3-post, like you'll have all the terminology down just like that. And you'll be like, oh yeah, man. Cause when I bought this building, I was kind of like, okay, we're going to have a forklift. Cause when we got the building, it had a forklift in it. And I was like, having a forklift in the building is super sweet. And then the guy who didn't pay his rent came and took the forklift away. Yeah. So, fuck you. Because I really wanted to have that forklift.
Harford has a gorgeous forklift, and it's really not doing too much. I'm sure he will never get rid of it, but
Yeah.
it's a 3-post. I mean, it goes up 3.
Yeah.
It has
3
3
tiers,
things.
man.
I mean,
Yeah.
dude,
man.
you want to put something on the roof of your building? No
Yeah,
problemo.
the problem is none of us are certified to drive it.
Dude, the guys at
Yeah,
work.
okay.
Speak for yourself.
So every time we go to shoot something, we have 2 studios, and the
Right.
one at Summit is down in the main warehouse. We got it all the way down. And when I tell you, it's like fucking going to India. Like these fucking tow motors and shit are flying by at like 900 miles an hour,
dude.
beeping on everything. But then the crazy part is the dudes are in the part that goes up.
Right.
So like they're the pickers, right?
Yeah, the
they're,
pickers.
they're hooked
Yeah.
up with a harness.
Yeah.
Them motherfuckers are 30 feet in the air.
On
and
a wobbly.
And this thing is fucking rocking like
Wobbly
this.
as hell.
And occasionally, I'm sure this is not protocol.
Right.
So I'm let's just say allegedly this happens. But every once in a while, I'll see these dudes moving forward. Well, they're fucking 30 feet in the air. And I'm like, holy fuck, I'm nervous just looking
It
at
can't
these dudes.
possibly be okay, but I have worked in this environment where, a guy on the top of the 3rd extension is like, I don't know, it just sort of happened.
Yeah, it's fucking
Yeah.
crazy. But I
Because
can't imagine. one of
sometimes
those-
you need a JLG.
That was a shanky interruption right there.
Yeah.
And it's a scary fucking thing.
It's
dude.
crazy.
Shanked it.
Not for me though. No, not for me.
No, I ain't going
Shankified.
out there.
Yeah, no way. Yeah, even when I'm doing tree trimming around the house, and I'm like, okay, I got to rent the lift. I got to go rent the lift.
I tell you what, I rented the lift, and that was still a pucker moment because I was up in the fucking JLG that I rented from Home Depot doing the tippity top of my fucking fire chimney.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, on a windy day, and my brother, who's my ground man, my spotter, is down there smoking a doob.
Right.
I'm like, what the fuck? I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, bro.
Well, it's,
Yeah.
it's clarity, dude. What
You're
are you
gonna
talking
lash
about?
into that shit, man.
I'm like, okay, this is parked on the street, and it's reaching all the way from the street to my house at a very precarious angle.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, don't hit the electrical wires on the way up and all this shit. And I'm like, it's bouncing all around. I bumped it up against the chimney just so it wouldn't move around.
I
I'm
would
like-
totally strap myself to the
I'm
chimney.
Like, yeah, let's just.
I let that JLG
Did it
fall.
have-
Let's just let it lean in the
Did it have a
chimney.
railing at least?
Oh yeah, I mean it had
okay,
everything,
okay.
and it did not come with a harness.
No.
that's
but I
weird.
provided my own harness for that mucker. I was like,
I'm not taking any chances with that kind of
Dude,
shit.
I was back in the day when I worked for this other company, I was on the 4th floor of a building on scaffolding filming bricklayers. So I have a fucking $16,000 cinema camera on my shoulder. I'm in the fucking eyepiece, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm moving back, and like the shot I need to get is about 6 more inches back. So I can feel the bar. So I'm like, okay, I can lean against this
safe.
bar.
I can lean against the bar.
I lean against the bar, and the fucking bar disappears and falls. They never hooked the thing up.
Oh,
I'm like
shit.
on 1 foot about to fall 4 floors. The dude grabs my shirt and pulls me back in. He's like, sorry about that. Yeah, we usually, we just know not to lean against them. Thanks, buddy. Fucking nice.
Super great, man.
Yeah, we don't have to have to attach it. Then it's gonna make it harder when we got to move it.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, we enjoyed that one.
They're probably like the
That was a good one. We almost got you.
Yeah.
I had a customer in the store the other day. They jumped up on the bike, and they were like, well, I don't think I'm tall enough for the bike or whatever. And I was like, it's okay. Get up on the bike. Well, I won't let you fall down. So I've been saying I won't let you fall down for 25 years. I've never had anyone actively try to throw themselves on the ground, right? Like usually
They trust fall.
it wasn't trust fall.
Oh.
No, it was a straight up
Spite fall.
I'll bet you can't.
Oh.
It was a straight up. This woman jumped on this scooter, and again, in case you're bad with geometry, when a motorcycle's on its center stand, it is answer the following. A, taller. B, shorter. Tip for your Monkey
A.
Phil. It's taller.
Yeah.
Okay? There's never been a motorcycle in the world that when it was on its center stand got shorter.
What was C?
I didn't put one down. So it's a pass-fail. All right. No, don't fuck up the curve. All right.
You know how tall it is because like usually when you're on the center stand and you do the buck forward, the bike goes.
It falls about 7.5 feet. Exactly. So I have the bike up on, all the bikes in my shop are on center stand because we're not dumb. Okay? So she goes and climbs up on the bike. She scampers up on the bike, and she's, 5'6" or something, whatever. And she goes, oh, this bike's way too tall for me. And she's dangling her feet in the air, giving the graphic representation of how short her legs are. Meanwhile, we have a lot of people that have worked in my shop that are not 5'6", and they've all ridden all kinds of bikes. So it proves that if your heart's into it, you can make it work.
Oh, you ever see the little people that have to step on and off the bikes at stoplights?
You ever seen the step ladder that Renee has to get on to get onto a bike?
Renee and Merritt both put 1,000 bikes a week up on center stand and trot them all around like it's no big deal, and neither one of those is over 5'7". So
I was telling Hopper, it
Yeah.
reminds me of Cotton Hill with no shins.
got him shot off in Korea. So I told the lady, I'm like, well, ma'am, you can't ride the bike on the center stand, which to me is a joke that just writes itself, right? To me, when I say you can't ride the bike on the center stand, usually people go, I'm an idiot. Okay, what was I thinking? But she, on the other hand, was like, why not? And I was like, well, fuck, man, we're in a Bill Cosby, why is there air moment here, right? We are going to really, really pass. We're going to go plaid on stupid. So she was like, why not? And I said, well, because the back tire's not on the ground and you need that to go. She goes, this isn't front wheel drive. And I was like, you're trying for the championship now. You are literally, you're about to have your fucking poster on the wall of my bank. You and Chris Smith, right?
Do not serve this man.
Do not serve this man. And so I'm like, okay, let's get the bike on the ground. So I get the bike on the ground, and she goes from I'm riding your fucking amusement park toy to being like, okay, I'm terrified. I'm just terrified now. I'm super scared.
So did you let her test ride it?
So here's what I said was, I'm going to hold the bike, and I put the front fender between my knees, and I grab the mirrors with both of my hands, and this is the point where I say, go ahead and jump up. Jump on the bike. All right? Now put your feet up. Now make vroom vroom noises if it helps you enhance the experience, which is no shit. It's a line I say at the shop. And so she does. She puts her feet up, and she immediately does the equivalent of somebody who's just dropped a $100 bill on the ground. She dives for it. And I don't know what the fuck she was thinking was going to happen, but she put all of her mass, whatever gravitary, inertia she owns, she threw it down at the ground. And the bike just went. The bike went.
What was their point?
I have no idea. To this moment, I'm still flummoxed. That's why we're talking about it.
Do you know
I
those
wouldn't be
people?
talking about it if it didn't happen.
Do you know those people that camp in the left lane that piss you the fuck off?
Yeah. She might be their
Apparently she
queen.
came-
Yeah, she might be the fucking leader of that particular.
What kind of car did she drive?
I don't fucking know.
So anyway,
So I gently and gracefully allow the bike to go to the maximum limit of my strength and, because I'm at a mechanical disadvantage here.
okay, I'll work with you.
Right. She weighs 150 pounds and the bike weighs 250 pounds. So that's 400 pounds. And she's just said all 450 pounds or 400 pounds at the ground right now. And on my best day, 400 pounds is a lot of weight. So she hits it, and her husband doesn't help out at all. He's just like takes one step back and is like, we talked about this earlier, sweetie. Let's fuck the guy, right? Like this was
You
a
didn't
plan.
see him filming.
Yeah, right. Exactly. And his belt buckle camera. Right?
We totally had that conversation about cucking earlier.
Right. Yeah. So she overdrives the control system, which is me. And so the control system just gently. Motorhop says, I wasn't offered vroom vroom noises. No, Matt, you seem to have your shit together.
You had to help him unload the fucking bike. That's
Right,
that
right.
was
Oh,
your
yeah.
vroom vroom noises.
He got the fucking ClevelandMoto immersive experience the other day. Here's wrenches. Work. I didn't ask him to work. I put him to work. Yeah. Because when Mike was in town looking for something to do, I was just over my head. I couldn't have a mission to give him. But it's true. I fucking rode that thing with her on it. I rode the thing sideways, right? Do you know what? There's two types of people in the world. And one type of person puts their foot out when they're falling. The other person doesn't. She was the second class. She was in the second category. If you fall over and you don't put your hands out or your foot out or something to stop you, you ate all the lead paint when you were a kid. Like, I just don't know.
At this point, I'd be trying to shake her off the fucking thing.
And we immediately moved into that.
What bike is this?
It was just a Vespa.
Oh, okay.
It was just a Vespa.
Well, just
But it's a $8,000 Vespa or whatever. But the point is, too,
Get that shanky whip off the bike.
Oh, man, she earned it in the worst possible way. And that's where we got to say, keep in mind, folks, that when you're out there in the world, they always say, be the change that you want to see in the world, right? Be the change that you want to see in the world.
That totally does not fucking work.
That doesn't work for me.
Okay. But they're winning. I try. I try
Idiocracy is
real
now.
hard.
Idiocracy is here. It's now. It's not coming. It's not going to. It's not fictional. It is now.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is real.
And you can't, when somebody's there,
Some asshole at Cadillac 100 years ago said we should put lead paint or lead in the gasoline to stop detonation, and now we're here with fucking morons.
promise you. Yeah, it hurt us. It hurt our society a lot. It hurt the planet a lot. But that's one of those ones where in the motorcycle shop experience, we talk about like, oh, it's going to be the greatest thing. You work in a motorcycle shop. It's totally cool. It's totally great. Yep, except when it's not. When it's not, it's not. When it's not, it can be pretty fucking bad. When it's not, it can be that situation where now you have to talk yourself out of a situation. I don't try to disqualify anybody. I'm not here to tell you, I'm sorry, ma'am and or sir, you don't have the ability to do the thing that we sell here. You're just fucked up. You're just too fucked up to go enjoy this. And I don't know when it happened. And I don't know how it happened. And I don't know on the operation game board of life what part of your body is fucked up to the point where you can't ride this vehicle that brings joy to 90% of the planet. But I have to say, as an expert in this, I'd like you to leave now.
Yeah.
Because the rest of my store is in jeopardy with you just being in it.
I was gonna say, like, if she
This
couldn't
is-
handle being held
you-
up on
wait,
a
wait,
bike,
wait.
how is she gonna ride one?
I will let you know.
Did
Go
you
ahead.
officially discharge her?
So what I did was I said, you know what? I think you should take the MSF course first.
Wreck their bikes.
Be somebody else's problem.
Yeah.
Before she left my shop, without anybody's ability to jump in front of her, or tase her, or slow her down, with a net, or one of those bolero things they throw at people to hobble them, bolo, she actually went over and climbed on top of a Moto Guzzi.
Oh God.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh God, it just got worse.
Yeah, no, she just climbed on a Moto Guzzi that was sitting out, and it was chrome, so you know she had her fingerprints all over it. But it doesn't matter. She went and climbed over it, and I said, whoa, 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 whoa.
Ask.
And my brain said, get her out of your store. But my mouth said, ma'am, you almost just crashed a Vespa in the store. I can't imagine what you're going to do with a 500-pound motorcycle. And those words, I saw the words come out of my mouth, and I was like, well, there's another 1-star review.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that happened.
There's a reason why I'm in the back of the shop.
I think you might have heard one of them today.
So did you get a deposit or what?
Sometimes Tom will come forward and I'll be in the middle of a fucking phone call. And Tom will just look at me and Tom will hear a certain phrase come out of my mouth and Tom's like, I'm leaving now. I don't want to be anywhere near this conversation.
That asshole this morning.
Did you get a deposit?
Yeah.
Can you imagine unleashing Tom on your customers? Oh, you're from Baltimore? Baltimore fucking sucks. What a dumb fucking state. Like
No, city. It's a
city,
city.
whatever. Yeah.
You heard me. I want a deposit from that woman.
Right.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
State with all my.
No, I heard you
gonna
trying to talk to somebody this morning about how to locate the battery on what I assume was an SSR.
Yeah, I fired him on the
And-
phone. Yeah,
Well, you know what? I always
he argued with me.
Well, the funny part is,
He didn't buy the bike from us.
well, the funny part is, you kept telling him you're arguing with me when I'm trying to
That's what I
help
said.
you, and they kept arguing with you that they weren't arguing with you, and I was like, how dumb do you have to fucking be?
There's a reason ER doctors put people under.
Exactly.
Dude, the funny part
Because
is
they would argue the entire fucking way.
If
Some
you're
people
doing
just want to argue.
you're doing this wrong.
if you've never worked for you,
Right.
Like a lot of the stories that you tell, you're like, okay, well, he's telling a true story, but it's obviously exaggerated for comedic punch, whatever. But like I remember, like the first week I was there, and you were like, yeah, you can come in early if you want to start. So we'd be there before the hours were open.
Oh,
You'd
yeah.
get there at 10.
Right.
The phone's already ringing.
Oh, yeah.
And then it was like literally some of the stories you're talking about, word for fucking word, and I'm like, oh my god, like these people really fucking exist.
Exist.
I have driven.
I knew they did. It's not like I didn't believe you, but like they literally exist to the extent that you describe them. Like you're not even adding an ounce of spice.
I'm forgetting shit.
Yeah.
I promise you.
if I
do
should-
not have 100%
Uncle
recall.
Phil is one of the. I was over there the other day, and I was trying to work on a buddy, and lady rolls up, not even on a scooter. I could have understood if it was like an electric scooter. No, with her walker. Hey, do you guys have some nails? I'm like, what? I'm like, I don't know.
Oh, I saw that- I
I
saw
don't
that
even
one
work.
co-
I don't work here. I'm just trying to help with this one
I
bike
saw
here.
her coming and left.
And honest to God, Phil goes out. He's like, well, let me see what I can do. And he went, and
And she had a walker that had
She had a
wheels
walk-
on it that turns into a chair for if you need to sit down,
Yeah.
you can sit down. My mom had one of those for years. I feel bad for people that are.
Phil went and got some hardware, fixed her handles. Now she can do wheelies.
Yeah.
No, I went and got the correct hardware with nylocks and everything and locked in washers, and I set her up because I'm not a monster. And when people come in and when people are legitimately in need of help, I will fucking help them. This could also only be better if Unky Phil also sold guns. There was a
Well,
time, Michael.
and that was
there was a
Mike.
time.
Mike's been on the podcast.
Yeah.
That's Mike.
Yeah, I know it's Mike.
So there will
Mike
be
of many children.
There will
Yes.
be mornings.
Mr. Bohannon.
There'll be mornings that I show up at 9:30.
Yeah.
And I'll ride towards the shop.
Yep.
And there will be people in the parking lot. And the problem is if there's someone in the parking lot when I'm riding in, I can't stop.
No, you can't stop.
Because I
Keep
can't
going.
I can't open the fucking door.
going.
Because if I open that fucking door,
Keep going.
I will literally walk in the door, turn around,
Yeah.
lock the door in
Yeah.
front of them, and they will stand there and lick the windows.
Day of the Dead, baby.
They will be
or,
window
Night
lickers
of
for
the
another
Living-
for an hour and a half.
That's the real thing that happens.
And
Yeah.
it happens.
That's part of the thing.
I have
Yeah.
shown up, walked in the door, and somebody has seen me in traffic and like screeched
Oh,
in
yeah.
the hall.
Oh, absolutely.
And like I'm in the
Yeah.
back of the store hiding.
Yeah, it is a very, very scary experience when you're sitting there and you're trying to get your helmet off and you realize the sheer act of you pulling into the parking lot was the bug light for the weirdos. And so you pulled into the parking lot and that had a ripple effect.
Yeah.
So when you pulled into the parking lot, then somebody else went, I'm bored. You know who I like to talk to? Other people. And they saw you pulling in and they went, that's a place of activity. I should go in there. And these are people that have zero knowledge, interest, or history with motorcycles, except for maybe having seen one once. And I promise you, that happens 3 times a week.
Well, and also when the red light would go off, and I'm like, "What's the red light?" And you're like, "A guy with a satin jacket is on his way into the shop."
He's literally, he's been tracked. Yeah. And we, everybody who works at a motorcycle shop anywhere, but it's also like, no shit, like Mike says, work at a gun shop. It's the
yeah.
same thing.
Yeah.
You know,
There's out by me. Obviously, there's a bunch
Onions
of gun
and cat
shops.
piss.
But there's one where you can see on Fridays and Saturdays and Thursday nights, the parking lot is fucking filled. And
Yeah.
I'm just like, I wonder how much shit this guy's having to deal with. Like, oh, I'd like to get me one of those, all that shit. And then the customers are probably
I had
hanging
one of
out.
those.
Yeah, just
the range I shoot at is a private range. It's not expensive, but it is a private range. But people can go in there and buy ammo and targets and shit, and they can sign up for, range time too. But members have priority. That's just the way it works. And when I go in shooting, I always try to be the invisible person. I go in, I sign in, I lightly nod to the person behind the desk. I'm not even going to say a word to you because I know that your words are precious. I'm going to nod at you. I've signed the ledger, and I fuck. I go in, I do my hour or two of shooting, I come back out, I sign myself out, and I disappear like a ghost. I don't want to be their best customer. That's not what I'm going for. I want to be their least troublesome customer. I want to be the guy who's never had an accidental discharge. I want to be the guy who's never had to call, they've never called 911 for me. But I also want to be the guy who hasn't held them hostage while I told them the story of a picture of a gun I saw once in 1975. Because that is exactly what happens in my store. Daily.
Until I got a lot older, I used to have a lot of accidental discharges.
Yeah, well, it's a thing.
They have a cream. They have a cream for that now.
Yeah. It's a
I don't know
thing.
what kind of motorcycle it was, but man, my dad had one and it really ripped.
I got 3 calls today
We
for
don't even
people
know
that
what
did
motorcycle
not
we're
know
talking
what.
about.
I got 3 calls today for people that did not know what kind of motorcycles they had, but they were calling me to order parts for them.
Hey Phil, I've got a Kimco 300,
That was a great one. Yeah, that was a great one. That was a great one.
and I need an ignition switch for
I need
it.
the ignition and all the keys and everything else because it's stolen, but my son won't admit it's stolen.
Yeah.
He says he bought it from a guy who sold it to him with no keys, no ignition, etc. And I need the keys and the ignition assembly, etc. for this bike. And they were having an argument.
Oh yeah, it was the best part.
They were having an argument.
on.
And I had it on speakerphone, and they had it on speakerphone. And the reason I put it on speakerphone was if I got to listen to this shit, all you motherfuckers got to
I
listen to this
know.
shit too. And they were having a straight up argument about what year the bike was, what color the bike was, and what model the bike was. And the only person that was truly the victim in this situation was the guy they stole it from.
Yeah.
And the guy taking the phone call. Like, if you can't tell me what year it is, I can't get you parts.
Hey, man, I seem to have broken my ignition switch. Do you
Yeah.
guys sell ignition switches?
That's, well, except for it was the grandma calling because the grandma had the credit card.
Yeah.
So the grandma was going through the mom to talk to the son, who may or may not have been 40. I don't know. The recipient of the stolen vehicle or the current possessor of the stolen vehicle.
Oh, when I worked for the city of Cleveland, the line of adult children
Yeah.
that would show up on payday and be like, hey, can you call my mom? And like, it's day after payday, and they're coming down to get their
Yeah.
$200, $300 that mom gives them every month. Like, I got to pay my bills,
Right.
mom. Like,
Oh, it's crazy. It's tough. And it's tough when you're on that end of the thing where you're like, look, I really want to sell you a part, but I need to know what part to sell you. And they're just like, just give me the part. And I'm like, if I just give you the wrong part, my life gets worse.
Yeah.
Well, the best part
Right.
is I would actually someone like this, I would sell him the part
Yeah.
and then go, do me a favor,
Yeah.
videotape you trying to install this.
It's not worth it because then you got to talk to
Because
them
it's
again.
fucking Benny Hill the entire way with the screwdriver and the hammering and the drizzle.
See, like, you want the guy to give you the part number.
He
you
can
give
have
it
that
to him.
experience if he just walks back in the shop and watches you.
Yeah, exactly. I just want to have the least amount of stupid in my day as possible.
know.
I want to minimize my stupid so I don't, so I don't think about doing bad things to myself on the way home, right? That's my whole goal. My whole goal is to not hate this job, to not hate doing it. And some days it's harder than others.
Well, some days, some people really try hard to make you hate it. I've seen
Some
it happen.
days they push.
Where do you
Some
think that
days
lady in the
they
fast lane's
push
going?
hard.
She's going
Yeah.
to Phil's shop.
Do you
Yeah.
remember, one of the craziest ones was when the drunk people came in and they were buying scooters.
Oh, they were lit up.
Yeah.
They were
And
lit
you
up like a Christmas
"Hey,
tree.
you sure you want to do this right now? They're like, yeah, I want to ride it.
Yeah. Oh, they were going crazy. Like we're gonna all buy bikes. We're gonna buy bikes right now. It's gonna be great. We're gonna buy bikes. And I told Sleepy, I was like, not one of these fuckers is gonna buy a bike.
Yeah.
They're gonna waste my time. They're gonna pull my dick. They're gonna get to have the boyfriend experience, or we call the retail experience. Treat me like I'm a high roller is all they wanted to have.
But
happen.
didn't they? Well, no, but didn't they put money down or something and then sobered up and
So
called
the
you?
one guy
Yeah.
made a binding deposit, because deposit means deposit.
It means
that means you can't have your
non-refundable.
money back,
Yeah.
right? There is no such thing as a refundable deposit unless it's, all deposits are deposits. It's because we're engaging in a contract. So the one guy put the deposit down, and the other guy I was like, so? He stepped up. Are you going to step up too? These guys were going to buy 5 bikes, by the way.
Yeah.
One guy put the deposit down, and the other 4 guys went, we're going to come back in tomorrow with cash. And I was like, okay, great. And then the one guy reneged on his deposit, no shit, right? And I was like, well, you were fucking drunk when you came in here. Just because you were so entertaining and I get to talk about you now forever, I'm going to give you your deposit back. But that's the price. The price is I get to tell everyone else how dumb you were because I'm giving you your deposit back. Yeah. But I've also not given deposits back, too, when people do want to have that baller experience and they get in too deep and they're just like, oh, shit, I accidentally fucked up and bought a bike. Well, you know what? When you give us a deposit, it starts a chain of events. And we're going to do all the things in that chain all the way up to, sir, show up, your bike is ready to go. Or ma'am, show up, your bike is ready to go. And if at that moment you go, well, it turns out I don't have that kind of money, then we're going to go, well.
We can unsell you a bike. We can't unsell you your deposit.
Right. We played along with the pretend game that you were buying this. So you fooled us so much that we deposited your check. We deposited your money. And you're never going to see it again.
Man, I got to say, I'm really happy that it's not easy to buy bikes at 2 a.m. online. Because I have so many parts show up that I forget that I bought. I'm like, oh, fuck, I bought these parts. Oh, fucking great. But I would do that.
Yeah.
2:30 in the morning. Buy it. Fucking.
Oh, yeah. The number of people that have come into my shop and said, hey, I bought this thing, this center stand or this exhaust system or whatever. Yeah? And I'm not sure it's going to fit. Well, have you tried putting it on yet? I must admit I have. And how did that go for you? It did not go well. And that's why we're here having this conversation. Great. How many of the parts did you lose? The number is not small, right? But parts have been lost. Okay, great. Can you get the bike in here for me? I would really be happy if you could pick it up. Yeah, I got a guy for that. Okay, great. Then we get the bike in, and then we realize he's lost a pretty good number of the parts for the job he tried to accomplish. And I'm like, yeah, we can unfuck your pig, right? We can do that. And it is a thing, but it happens more frequently than people understand, the buying parts at 2 o'clock in the morning. Amazon has made it really, really easy to spend money on a toilet. Mm-hmm. Really has.
Oh, yeah.
On toilets.
Yeah, on toilets. Yeah, my Toto speaks volumes about that.
Amazon is the only thing that you can use to buy another Amazon.
I'll tell you what, though. Greg and his mini bikes and pit bikes got me all excited about that CT. That's all these little fucking things with the websites that you can go buy shit at 2:30 in the morning. Oh, dude, I woke up to a $1,000 order coming through the door the other day.
Have you seen my mini bike? My Coleman
Your
mini
Coleman?
bike has never ran,
yeah,
but has $1,000 in parts on it because I can literally go, oh shit, I should buy that.
This will solve all my problems.
This will solve
Yeah.
all my problems.
No, it won't.
Yeah, that's
Unless they sell you a guy to put the shit together.
Yeah, well, and the problem is it's all together, and I'm like, I literally almost had it ready for Mid-Ohio, and I went, well, I need to dial this in a little bit better.
Just a little bit spicier.
You're onto something. Every time I have a fucking argument with my wife or something like that, I'm like, I'll show her, and then I go buy parts.
Right. You're just going to grudge fuck
Sleepy,
Amazon.
Sleepy?
Yeah.
She'll show you. She'll buy turkeys.
Well, no, yeah, right.
That's fucking scary,
I did
dude,
come
right
home.
there.
Dude, can I just say when I came home, I thought those were just comically large chickens. I was like, what kind of
Because they're the right color and everything?
Dude, they're...
Because you didn't know that eating turkeys look like giant chickens?
No,
yeah.
and also, that fuckers are 3.5 feet tall.
They're giant.
And they puff up.
Yeah.
They're like beasts.
Oh, the difference between the turkeys that run out in front of you in the street if you live in Westlake and those cocksuckers is like all the worst genetic engineering.
And if you've ever wondered what your ball sack would look like as a head in blue and red, that's what their heads are.
Yeah,
just giant ball sacks with
nut
fucking
sacks.
eyeballs sticking out of them.
Which one is your favorite, stuffing or pumpkin pie?
No, Clyde. Clyde is awesome, man. He's my dude. And these motherfuckers have a beard that sticks out of their chest.
right out of their chest.
I didn't know about that.
When I was hunting, we'd collect those.
And spurs
Yeah.
on their. They have the little spurs on
These
there.
guys are cool though. They're like pretty chill. Like they just
Well,
kind of came up.
they were designed to be food.
Yeah.
They'll let the predator walk right up and eat them.
The funniest part was Kaya, my
real
dog.
friendly.
So the Great Dane goes out, and she's used to seeing chickens small, so she doesn't give a fuck, right?
No, but now it's a
these
big
dudes
chicken.
are eyeball to eyeball with her, and she was like, "What the fuck is going on?"
very
And
big
they got
chicken.
bigger,
Right.
And so after a few minutes, they kind of mellowed it. Now they're
right.
buddies and stuff, but it's kind of weird. But here's the weird thing: they have a hive mentality. So, I don't know how it works, but these things fucking walk around, and if you talk to one, they all go, at the exact same time, they all go, boop, boop. Like, they know
Have you not seen the video with 10,000 turkeys?
I didn't
And the
know
guy
that.
goes into the barn where the turkeys are free range. They're not. And there's 3,000 turkeys, and the guy goes, and today we're talking about turkeys. And all the turkeys at the same time within literally an impossible period of time, all of them activate.
Yeah.
And they all activate for the exact same amount of time, and then they shut off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it's
it.
amazing. Yeah.
But yeah, so you're right. So I'm always like,
They all share a brain cell, just like orange cats.
well, I keep wondering when I'm gonna come home to an emu or a giraffe or
Yeah,
something like
that's
that.
it.
Like it's all gonna happen.
It's
at
getting
some
real
point.
big around there, man.
come home,
real big around there.
there's a fucking
I'm going to
cat.
interest you
But
in
you know what?
There's a fucking
predators.
cassowary out in the middle of the fucking yard.
Now, because I would say any kind of a life is amount worth something, right? So my motorcycle to her animal ratio is way off. I might have
way
to come.
off.
I might have to come see you
It's
soon.
way off. It is
feel like-
so off.
Well, Phil's been looking for a place to stash more bikes.
Oh no,
God,
you know.
I feel like you're soon going to have to give up the house and move into like a little mobile home on the back of your property.
Oh, dude, I got it planned. I got a fucking 40 by 30 foot shop planned that's
Yeah.
gonna be heated, guitar zone, and fucking one lift. So all the bikes live there
Right.
except for the one you're working on.
Right.
A bed, a toilet, a TV,
Oh, yeah,
a little kitchenette.
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
That's exactly right.
With an intercom, like the family. Hey, how's it going? Haven't seen you in a month. Great.
Send food.
Are you guys still in there?
Just tap on the wall. Morse code for
Like
sandwich.
they wouldn't be happier. She could have all the chickens in the house she wants, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, whatever.
Well, but at that point, it's like, does she move into the chicken house, or do the chickens just move into the real house?
No, I just move.
you
Let
just
she
move
can
out.
have it. Now I'm good. I'll take my nice little guitar normal area.
Oh man, yeah.
Put a bed next to a lift. Wake up and just start working on carbs.
I have one cat, and that's the exact right amount of impact I can have in my life. That is one cat amount of impact.
Yeah.
That's how much bandwidth I have for things that poop. And my wife.
Oh, I put a 1 year moratorium on getting anything else. I'm like, I miss my cat,
You're at a timeout.
but we're gonna do a little.
I-
we're gonna have no animal for a little while.
We talk constantly about Riley's replacement, and the reality is we move around too much.
I was gonna
it's
say
too busy for another dog.
Dogs. You're the only guy I know that travels more than a traveling salesman. Like.
Well, it's because I'm traveling with a traveling salesman.
Exactly right. I'm like, okay, all right. So it is that kind of that joke is like, oh yeah. When it all started, it was like, oh, Tom travels a lot. And I was like, well, I have to redefine my fucking definition of the term a lot.
That's true. I can't
Sean
imagine.
O'Hara says, Steve, there's a reason I haven't hooked our wives up yet. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. Well, because one thing is everything in Sean's world is predatory.
Yeah, right.
Right. Yeah, that would be great. Hey, let's go look at Sean's birds. Cool. Let's bring Sean's birds over to Sleepy's birds.
Yeah,
and now there's half as many birds.
Yeah, well, that might actually be a good thing. Yeah.
Chicken hogs.
You could see a fucking owl coming back with a turkey. Just like some giant fucking predator with a turkey in its beak. Like, see that deal? That'd be fun. I like it.
Dude, there is going to be a day someday where her shit gets attacked, and I'm going to have to listen to just crying and shit for days. And
Yes,
and-
because food animals are not smart animals.
no.
Fucking hawk would crawl up a turkey's ass and chew its way out.
I 100%. I completely.
I envision
absolutely
that
agree.
tiny ass little owl riding the back of that turkey, trying to lift off with it.
Yes, you're mine.
To my wife's
I'm a
credit,
chicken hawk.
To my wife's credit, she
you're a
has
chicken.
somehow made like nature get along with each other.
Yeah.
There's cats
Yeah.
living with fucking chickens,
It's
dogs.
called plenty of chow.
Great.
Yeah.
Now find a way for this to make some money.
Reduce.
I told her to make a YouTube channel.
You're doing it. Why can't she do it?
Reduce the food and run the YouTube cameras.
Because you know why she can't do it? You
Animal
know who would
only
be doing
fan.
it?
Animal
Me.
only.
Animal
fans.
only. Oh fuck!
Dress up in here. Put this on,
Oh, man.
Amy.
Just get weird guys to come over and dress them in turkey suits.
Oh, dude.
Just real weird guys. Just get real weird guys to
Like
dress
you.
them in turkey
They don't
suits.
even need suits. They just look like turkeys.
Well, just let them out.
Yeah.
Let them out into the menagerie and let them out in the menagerie. Yeah. Yeah.
Amy will feed them. She'll
Oh
bring them in
my
the house. They'll poop.
Yeah, and they can be part of the immersive experience. Because, I mean, I've seen the channels where people are dogs and people are horses, and they
Cha-ching.
live the immersive experience.
Cha-ching.
And those are OnlyFans channels
Cha-ching.
that if you want to see more than I'm seeing, you got to spend some money.
Cha-ching.
Yeah, I'm just there for the sample.
Cha-ching.
Ching, absolutely. My
Racking
God.
it up. You
Only
think-
farms.
It's your dream to make a living.
Only
Internet
only
fame.
farms. Right, you want to make money on the internet? The girls I know seem to make pretty good money on the internet.
You're doing it wrong, bro.
Well, I mean, we have had that conversation about, the feet chat.
Yeah, well,
Somebody asked for you today. They're like, "Why is Tom behind the bar? We could have been seeing his hoofs."
Oh, I wanted to call to action. Before the snow falls, I have a mission, and I need you guys to help me do it. So I have a 2024 Honda Ruckus. and it's special, and it needs to leave.
It's kind of like a short bus.
No, it's a long bus.
No. I mean,
Is
it's kind
it
of a
this
short
guy
bus special.
right here?
Yep, it's that guy right there.
It's super
Yep.
duper.
It's super duper. It's had so much love and money thrown at it.
Punisher.
And it's only $1,000.
And I'm fucking sick and goddamn fucking tired of looking at this thing.
I thought these were everybody loved these things. Right?
Oh, I've had at least 200 people on Facebook commenting about an equal number of people like, that thing's so boss, it's so bitchin', I absolutely love it, but I don't have any money. And I've also had people saying, it's wrong, it should have a 150 motor, everything else is okay, but you suck, and I hate everything about you because it doesn't have a 150 motor. And by the way, I wouldn't give you 38 cents for it, but try to buy mine that's the exact same bike for $5,000.
Do you have all the original parts, and can you change it back?
I have some of the original parts. I didn't really do a strong inventory of it.
The answer to that is no.
Yeah, it's not. It ain't worth my fucking time.
It could be converted back, but the reality is, when it's done, you have a $1,200 ruckus.
And it's a brand new bike. It's got 500 miles on it or 400 miles on it, whatever. It's got a clean title and everything else. Somebody buy this bike before the snow falls. I'm tired of breaking my fucking shin on that fucking stupid foot peg that comes out of the right-hand side of the cocksucker.
How many shekels does one need to drop to have said vehicle?
Let's find out. I've got it listed at $45.99, which I know is a fever dream of passion that will never, ever fucking happen. So what Honda wants for this bike in its completely unmolested form, right?
Because that was pretty much a new bike that he didn't
was a
even ride.
brand
that he
new
did-
bike.
Yeah.
As
that
we
he
were discussing
started-
before the podcast, I think Jixer Broad needs to buy it to ride during rehab, said Moto Hop.
Well, it is a twist and go.
Oh, yeah. Hey, if you run into the side of a fucking truck exiting a parking lot, I hope you weren't speeding. I hope you weren't doing a wheelie. I hope your shit was dialed in, because I feel terrible that you're in the hospital and those fucking injuries look terrible. They're fucking awful. I've been busted up before. It sucks dick. It is awful. It's going to be, I hope that he's also not going to get sued by the people he hit.
Yeah.
I really hope that's the case, because, because that's the insult to injury part of it right there. A brand new one of these is $28.99.
And you know what I also hope is that, like, about 15 years later, he also doesn't have to get a hip or a knee replaced too.
He's gonna have to get them all replaced.
Yeah.
Because I was the age that he was when I had my big crash. I was the age he was. I know how the brain's programming works at that age. By the way, I get that.
You don't realize that. I didn't realize that this shit was going to catch up.
You know the way, right?
Yeah.
The stuff that we did when we were that age, that we were like, yeah, they'll put me back together. It's going to be fine. Yeah, I want 55-year-old version of me to go back and talk to 25-year-old version of me and sort my shit out before I'm like, gravity doesn't matter.
I just wish I'd go back and I wish I would have just kept doing track days and then stuck with that instead of doing all the dumb shit.
Instead of doing the dumb shit. So yeah,
you could just do what I did and just intensely drink and smoke weed and just never really did anything.
did that
podcast
too,
listeners, $3,000.
$3,000.
$3,000. So basically, you're buying a Ruckus and you're getting all the things that have been done to this thing for free.
So if you've got a Honda Dax or a Super Cub or a Trail or a
Oh, I'll take good trades.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take all kinds of good trades.
Wheeling and dealing days.
I just want this bike out of my fucking life. I'm tired of looking at it. People ask the wrong questions at the shop. I've tried listing it on forums. The forums are a waste of time, because now it's like the guys who might want to buy it, if they buy it, then everybody on the forum knows the bike and they get punked out for being the guy that bought the bike.
Yeah.
Right? So there's an ego thing. And
Just take
then,
the Punisher sticker off and be like, ooh, a new bike came in.
okay, fair enough. Yeah, that seems like a good tactic. I love that. $3,000. Just
You
get
need
this
a Justin
fucking thing out of my
Bieber
life.
type to come buy it.
Yeah, we do. We need a Justin Bieber type, or we need somebody who's like, oh, look, that just looks weird on its own and isn't into the Grom dick or the Ruckus dick measuring contest about like, I can identify every single part on that bike, and NCY is Chinese shit. So, whatever.
I'll tell you what, you look at that bike and you look at all the money that's into it,
Yeah.
and you come up with a number.
I have the receipts.
that it would cost for you to do all that.
Yeah.
And then you throw out a number that's maybe a bit lower than that, and
Well, what did the guy
Phil
have
might
into
be
it?
interested.
$5 something?
$6,200.
Yeah, I was going to say.
So he's $6,200 into this machine. I've seen the receipts. So he's $6,200 in the machine if his labor's worth $0. Okay, so just parts receipts, he's $6,200 into this. Now, that being said, I did agree to take it in on trade. So it's my fault. But it seems like $3,000 is a sore dick deal. The funny thing is I haven't had anybody on any of the forums ever when I'm like, okay, since you've taken the time to write me a hate mail about how my bike is the gayest thing on planet Earth and you wouldn't piss on it if it was on fire, right? Well, that's cool because your bike looks just like it. I went to your page and you're riding the exact same bike, right? But will you make me an offer on this? Well, I'm between jobs right now, or I'm between paychecks right now, or I don't have any kind of money. Well, dude, test me.
My
Test me.
parents have cut me off.
So MotoHop just made the worst, wrongest comment I've ever said about this bike, and maybe you can tell them why.
Please do.
So put some knobbies on it, and it's a great vintage motorcycle days bike.
Pete will back you on this. Pete swears that the greatest Mid-Ohio bike is a Ruckus.
But not that one.
Well, this one's just a Ruckus and a half.
But you can't.
It's literally just 50% longer than a Ruckus.
Right, but I also don't think he understands how low to the ground that is.
It's not.
Dude, I tried to sit. It's like this tall, right?
That's not because the bike is lowered. It's because the seat is lowered.
Oh, okay.
So what they did to this machine is there is an entire second story of the bike that's been removed. So everything above the word Ruckus is supposed to be much taller. And they've removed that and put a seat lowering kit. But as far as the rest of the bike goes, its actually ride height is pretty much where a regular Ruckus is.
But the bars are so like...
That's low.
And it hits your knees.
Because the bars are now clip-ons.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's what it is.
So the bars are clip-ons. Right.
Oh, yeah. So it would need to be a mid-Ohio vintage bike. You'd need to redo some things because, like,
To normal motorcycle people, what happened to this bike does not happen in our world because we cannot lower the seat below the top frame rail.
right.
On this bike, you can. You can lower the top frame, take the top frame rail off, and go straight to the lower frame rail. And then also, the triple clamp is usually the top part of the motorcycle, and in this particular case, the triple clamp is just they're actually putting the clip-ons on under the triple clamp. Yeah. So that's how they made this bike to be the way this bike is. Yes, Motosmith Garage says you must unfuckus the Ruckus. Yes, thank you. Yeah, you must unfuckus the
Well
Ruckus.
done.
That is perfectly said. I rode the bike the other day just because I really hadn't given it a fair shake.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I really haven't given this bike a fair shake. I just want to ride it around the neighborhood and see what it does. Can I actually ride this in and out of the driveway?
Yeah.
Right? Will it do it? It did. It did all the things. It rode around. It wasn't unrideable. I could lean the bike a pretty respectable amount of lean angle, even though those stupid pegs that come out of it are fixed. But I did still achieve good lean angle on it. I drove past several windows in various different establishments in my neighborhood, and I could see my own reflection. And I was like, nope. Can't do it. Just cannot fucking do it. I cannot own this. I cannot see myself riding it. It's just not for me. It's not my thing. That's great. And for other people, it's probably awesome. And they're really, I know there's a community for this because I've dipped my toe into it. Mm-hmm. So anyway, $3,000, show up at the shop, get this fucking thing out of my life.
All right.
That's it. Make it go away. Not often do I like, hey, just cut my nose to spite my face on this one. But yeah, at $3,000, I'm at total break even point on this thing. So I'm just like, I'm done. I'm not going to pay somebody to take it away. Then I will unfuckus the Ruckus, right? At that point, I will do something like that. But yeah, for now, and I'm not going to put a GY6 150 motor in it. No. I'm not going to take a fuel-injected engine, a liquid-cooled fuel-injected motor out of a motorcycle and put in an air-cooled carbureted engine from China.
I worked on that one, though. It was pretty cool. It would burn the back tire off, in the little.
This is
because it's a stick and a stick transportation system.
This is the worst idea since me buying a Coleman mini bike. So this goes no further. This either goes back to being a stock Ruckus or gets the hell out how it is.
If you're into that thing is really nice.
Oh yeah,
exactly.
Oh
right.
No, I have worked on a number of these and unfucked a number of these, so I know exactly how many dollars are in that. And he's right about $6,000.
And there's a whole club called Making Slow Bikes Look Fast.
Yeah.
right? And that's that's all the guys who do the super lowered scooters and stuff like that, and that's fine. And I get it. That's a hobby. That's a thing that exists in the world. I got to get to work in the morning. I've ridden this around the neighborhood enough to know that if I ride this from where I work to where I live, at some point on that ride, 2 or 3 soccer moms are going to try to kill me.
I was going to ask you, can an owner of this ride a backpack with them? See, look, I'm learning the lingo.
I don't think.
No, the seats are real.
I think that goes under the category anything's a dildo if you're brave enough.
Yeah. But I also think that the passenger pegs have been removed on this.
Okay.
I mean, the idea is. Oh wait, I'm looking at it, and there are some weird pegs. There's a thing that the speedometer's mounted to, where your feet would normally go. That little bar in the front there behind the yellow front fender.
Yeah.
And then there's the other bar that is passenger pegs or pegs that come out of the bottom for some strange reason. Those are the ones that scrape on the ground when you turn too
People
aggressively.
can't fit on that seat.
No.
Maybe if
Well, if they're really small.
Yeah.
No.
And the seat says bride on it, so that suggests some sort of matrimony. But
That's a fancy.
I
seat
think that's an
company.
undeliverable.
Yeah.
It is a fancy seat company. Like the guy that did this bike spent money. The exhaust is gorgeous.
Yeah, the bride seats come from dirt bikes.
Yeah.
They made the 2-stroke dirt bikes.
Yeah, they're cool. I mean, there's a lot of really, really cool components on this thing. But it's thing together, like, its value is not equal to the sum of its parts, in my
Might be
mind.
valuable to take a lot of the parts off, get $3,000 for a stock Ruckus, and sell all the other shit.
Again, right. It also might be just the kind of thing where you're like, okay, this is my fucking AMA Vintage Days boner bike, and like what Matt says, just ride the cocksucker around Vintage Days, but it just seems like it's a lot of money for something you're just going to tool around to do the job that we have $200 bikes that does just great at Vintage Days, the bikes that we love the most at Vintage Days. Oh, Motorsmith says, if anything, they should have stretched the seat so you can wheel the thick women home from the bar. Damn straight. I agree. Right, because you have all that
Too
missed
slow for fat hoes.
That's literally what the guy had printed on his scooter.
But you know what?
Yep.
Looking at this one, this is probably the only scooter that will get you pulled over. Like a Vespa, they're not going to look twice.
look
This
at this
thing,
and
they're
be
like, this guy robbed something.
If we get a tape measure out there's 7 moving violations here. A complete lack of rear fender, right?
Yeah.
Just all kinds of stuff. There's got to be a rule for how high or low your headlight's supposed to be, or your turn signal, or your tail light, whatever. I will say the headlight on this thing is magical. I mean, I rode this thing at night. That headlight is the son of the fucking Ra, just lighting up the street in front of you. The headlight, I might transplant the headlight off this bike and put it on any other bike I own. It's brilliant.
That's the one. My BMW's headlights are insane.
Yeah.
Like at night, I was
So
like,
good.
holy shit. Like, and it's just so useful too. It's not like overbearing, and they have it so like people coming at you, you don't even have to dim your brights. It doesn't hit them in the puss.
That 2015 BMW F700 GS, which is the F800 GS poverty class, it's same motor, different number because you're poor. I've been riding that around quite a bit. Took the boxes off. It's actually a really nice bike.
Yeah.
And that gentleman had put abundant extra lighting on it, like all the fucking extra lighting.
And expensive. They're clear ones.
It is expensive. Yeah. It's really expensive. But it does work because that whole triangle of safety thing, it has that. It has the headlight, and then it has 2 lower lights down low making a triangle. And I'm going to tell you, people have been legit seeing me. Yep. And the number of times people will sort of kind of pull out in front of me, no, it's not happening anymore. People see me, and then they're either, they're aware that I'm there. Definitely.
Do you have the ability to make them yellow or no? Mm-hmm. Sometimes they're bi-switchable, but
I don't know.
The yellow works really well because it blows people's eyeballs out.
Yeah, it was pretty amazing. It's a really, really it's really cool bike. I mean, it's a trade-in bike. I'm not going to keep it forever.
I'm ready for my end of podcast
ready?
bowl of chili.
Let's do it. All right. If anybody else has anything else,
no.
That's all.
I think
some of us are going to be at Nelson's Ledges on Saturday. So if you want to come out to Nelson's Ledges and watch all of our friends race motorcycles, which seems like a good day.
And be in a video. I'll be shooting
You'll be shooting video, and it's a fun environment. If you show up with a bag of sandwiches and a case of beer, you're probably going to be well welcomed, right? So if that's all, remember, friends, ride fast and take chances. Play us out here, Johnny.
Bum bum ba ba bum ba ba bum 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 ba ba bum ba ba bum.
Hit the eject button. Get us out of here, Sleepy.